Go. Now we go.
Just like
Light coming through the window.
there we go. Everything's
Right on
working.
my forehead.
Huh?
Meow.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Where is that coming
it's
from?
right there. The sun is right there. Bing. Little pinprick.
Getting targeted.
I am.
Hello,
So,
everyone.
I've got a laser on my head.
Welcome
It's gonna take me out.
to Ace Attorney. What is this?
Dual Destinies.
Dual Destinies. We're on the monstrous turnabout trial. What happened
Trial
last
day
time?
1. We were doing investigation.
Oh yeah, but there was the girl.
The mayor, which was the mayor is her father, and he's the one that's accused of
Yeah,
killing
the mayor's been accused of killing the.
leader of a town.
Yeah,
That had been harboring a demon supposedly in a jail.
Also, the leader is a pro wrestler who dresses as a nine-tails fox.
Yes. Yes.
This sounds completely insane out of context.
Yeah, it does.
Like, yeah, no, the
It does.
leader of the town. He's a wrestler.
And the leader of the town's assistant, we're
Is the
fairly
murderer.
certain because
No, we know.
They also can.
They showed it at the
They
beginning.
showed it. Yeah, no.
We know who the murderer
he
is.
killed him. We just have to figure out the evidence of
Yeah. How and
as
why,
to why.
and all that.
He definitely was wanting to do it for some sort of. He wanted to bring
Some
more
political something.
political something or more tourism or something like
Political. And we're off.
that.
Oh, I
Operating.
need my controller.
Yes, you do.
Defendant
Da-
Bobby number 3. Oh my gosh, I forgot
Oh,
about
I forgot
the
about
3D.
3D. Oh.
Was I her? You okay, Athena? You've really been
I
antsy.
was her because
Okay.
so we were talking back. And
Oh,
forth.
right, because, yeah.
Yeah, and also could you lower that just a little bit
yes.
because I can only see okay. Yes, sweet.
I am her when we're playing as Phoenix, but when we're playing as Apollo, you're her.
Yes.
Okay.
Confusing people even more.
Hooray! You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here.
I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all.
Yeah, a real ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena!
Did you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices?
I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters.
By scaring the daylights out of me?
No, I find that shouting, "I'm fine," in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my
Apollo,
Chords of Steel voice
That's
workout.
called repression.
I mean, he's getting it out.
It's true.
I'm
He's yelling
fine!
it. I'm fine!
And must before every trial.
You want me to shout? Here?
What are the cops gonna do? Nothing. That's right. Here, I'll go first. Then you try. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
All right.
That actually felt kind of good, DL.
I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm fine? I think that actually worked.
I thought it might help. Anyway, or always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time.
From junior high. Are we going to meet one of his friends?
Probably. They wouldn't just mention
Yeah.
that randomly.
My friend from junior
My
high.
cool friend
He
who's
got
gonna murder
murdered.
someone. Yeah.
Oh.
Or either way.
One way or the other. He's either the murderer or the murderee.
Or the murdered.
The murdered. The murderee? Murdered. I see.
This
A
town's
proven-
real murdery.
Little murdery.
Go.
Proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse?
The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted. Ah!
What's with all the racket, you two? He looks so silly.
Oh, Mr.
I
Right.
don't like him. 3D. It's bad.
Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit?
Oh, this? I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back. That's all.
Even though he's kind of weird in 3D, he's so cute. I love
Yeah.
him.
A little silly.
He makes me a little sad. That's all? That's huge news. But why now?
I have a feeling you're going to walk out on me, so I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. But we can talk about that another time.
Just so people know, in the previous trial, if you weren't here for that,
Apollo
left and was like, I
leaves.
gotta figure something out.
he just leaves.
Yeah. No fair.
Because that trial, the first one that we did of this game,
Yep.
is
He got
like
bonked.
3 months after this one.
Yeah.
So we've gone back in time. a
Yeah,
little
we're in the prequel currently.
bit. Yeah.
No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. But wow,
Wow.
he looks so much better. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. He shaved.
He looks like he slept.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe ate a salad.
Yeah. That's what makes him look like $1 million.
And by the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? He's a convicted murderer. That
Yeah.
was another thing.
He's serving time, but before that, he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology, which is an insane thing to say as like a character profile.
Yeah, he also uses psychology.
He uses psychology, guys.
That's right. I've
Candy's
heard the
really good.
rumors about how he was back before his conviction.
Whoops, sorry.
Using the power of suggestion, he could make even the most stalwart defendants confess.
That sounds skeezy.
Yeah, so he manipulates people into confessing.
Yeah. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing about that a lot lately. All courtrooms are psychological.
They're all mind games.
So he must be a pretty scary guy considering he's a prison inmate and all.
So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much.
I knew he was gonna be bad news.
Haha, it's probably just hyperbole. Hyperbole. At least I hope for your sake.
That's what they say whenever your bully eats too much sugar. They become a hyperbully.
Hyperbole you.
Get it?
Hyperbole.
All right. Thanks. Wait, so is it true or not?
Let's just
I
say
hated
you
that.
should be concise and choose your words carefully.
This tastes like a perfume bottle. Do you want to try it?
Oh dear.
It's disgusting.
It says it's apple.
Yep. It literally tastes like licking a perfume bottle. Am I wrong?
Nope.
You're gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong?
I'm pretty sure that's the same. That's how the hand sanitizer in my car would taste.
Yeah. Does it have alcohol in it?
Maybe.
Sorry, I'm very distracted by this. We got
okay.
these like fun. I've had a couple of these before.
And I thought you really liked them.
Yeah, I did.
You went crazy
They're
with
these
them.
Korean like jelly drinks. They're good. Well, the peach one was, and I think I had a grape one that was really good. I don't know.
Just get those ones. Apple is bad, I guess.
The apple tastes like perfume. Did you say this?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Sorry, I was very distracted there.
That's okay. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is.
Yikes. Better tone down my cords of steel, too.
Yeah, don't yell at him. So are you all ready? It might be a good idea to check the court record again before stepping into the ring.
That is such a good point.
Look at our evidence and stuff.
Right, Mr. Wright, but I'm fine. What do we even have?
The scroll.
Oh, the Tenmataro warning charm.
Jinxie, who's the special child.
Jinxie is the girl whose father is on trial.
Yes.
She's also
orphaned if she
she's-
leaves.
isn't
because
she
her mom died.
No, she's not Athena. She's Trucy's friend.
Trucy's friend.
Yeah.
Trucy's probably just chilling with her right now
She's
because
vibing.
Trucy just like disappeared.
Found in Ninetails Valley. Boost Jinx. Oh, this is the flower found in Ninetails Valley. Vale, rather.
Special edition paper.
Oh yeah, he was flying through the air. There's an air duct. The Forbidden Chamber. Foyer,
This is just the
character's
layout
office.
of the crime scene.
I think that camera is gonna have something big to do.
Probably.
Oh yeah, this, which is what
Killed him.
No, this didn't kill him because he got
this
stabbed
is when
with
they
a
knocked
spear.
out the mayor.
Yeah, he got stabbed with a spear, and then the mayor, who they're accusing, got bonked on the head and got knocked out.
Also, is it missing an arm?
No,
The Falcon dude.
no,
He's not missing an arm?
he is. You're right. I didn't realize his sleeve was up.
Yeah, he's missing an arm.
I thought it was down. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Also, freaking getting gonked by that thing. Is it gonna be like in his head? That thing would
Maybe.
probably kill you. It's very sharp.
Probably.
Yeah, he's dead.
The dude with the spear in his chest is most likely
He's the probably murdered
deceased.
one. There's feathers. This thing, or that green thing over there, which I feel like is important.
It's like some weird bandana. We couldn't get it up.
This is that dude's mask, his wrestling mask.
That's the dude that died. He was a pro wrestler.
Pastor Ben Hall made oh, this is Jinxie's
Statement.
And that's, yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, let's do this.
The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low. But that's nothing new. Believe in our client, seek the truth. That's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice.
Mayor Tenma.
He's such a little dork.
Also, Mayor Tenma was scary.
Yeah, he's all like scary, but he's like
People
a
are
good dad.
scared of him.
He's like a sweetheart, actually.
Yeah, he doesn't want his daughter to be left alone.
Wait, what day was that?
Court is now in session.
All rise. Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Oh, it's April 18th. Okay. I hate it. Follow justice. Defense team leader is ready, Your Honor. I'd know that big booming voice anywhere. As chipper as ever, eh, Mr. Justice? But who is the young lady next to you?
I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner and fresh out of law school.
Well now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. All right. Now for the prosecution. He's such a weirdo.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna meet Mr. Prosecution.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It appears the prosecution is not ready yet.
Never fear, for I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for the case is being escorted from prison as we speak.
You definitely have like
Probably
an All Might thing going.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Because we tried a few different voices, but he's kind of dumb.
He's got dumb superhero energy.
Dumb superhero.
Prison? No prison?
Prison?
Oh, yes, of course. I almost forgot that he is currently
He
serving
probably
time.
shouldn't be helping with this case.
Yeah, that seems like an ethical dilemma. Ooh.
Animation. Oh no, he's
Yup,
scary.
Prosecutor Blackwell's an inmate.
He's got a ponytail.
And a sword. Oh,
He killed someone with
Black Quill was his name?
it. Yeah.
Ooh, he's got a cool symbol on his
Ooh,
chest.
Blood. Killed a man.
Okay.
That was a cool shot, though.
That was this is awesome.
But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
What do you mean?
That means nothing. Ooh, he's got like a big white streak in his face.
Yeah, he does.
That guy's not wearing socks.
He wasn't.
No.
Oh boy. Ooh.
Ooh, he's scary.
He's very scary.
He's gonna be worse in 3D. Oh no.
Oh, he's so bad at 3D already.
Do you want to be him or should I?
I can be him because most of the time I think Apollo's gonna be talking.
True. Who's that with his black? I was gonna say black hair. My brain immediately was like, "Who's that with the black hair?"
Who's that with the black hair?
With his back to us over there.
That's him. I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackquill.
Black Quill is a sick name.
Because he's behind the prosecutor chair. That's
Probably.
probably him.
Is the prosecution ready?
What kind of voice would he have? Would he be emo?
Hey, everybody. Okay.
He's a bad boy.
Oh, he's got a black quill on his jacket.
Oh.
And he's holding a quill on his
Maybe
mouth.
he's holding
He
a
looks like
quill
he's
on
been crying and his mascara's everywhere.
He does.
You just give him an emo voice. Like, my life sucks. Oh, like
Give him a Dan to Dan
Okarun.
voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
That's so funny. Where he just goes emo when he gets his
life's not
powers.
even
It's so
worth-
stupid.
Buh.
Enough jabbering. Get on with it already.
He went straight to Surfer, too.
Surfer and emo are a very thin line.
It is a very thin line.
He's
Of
gonna
course.
go from both.
Forgive me.
Fine.
Why are all the people related to this case so scary? Very well, Prosecutor Blackwell. Your opening statement, if you please.
Oh,
I like
he's
how
got
he
his
still has.
chains.
Yeah.
Is he gonna ask for him to be taken off?
What's the matter?
Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It's all right there in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless.
I mean, if you're already in jail, why would you care?
True. You're trying to like do this to get time
Yeah, are you getting
shaved
time
off? Or
I don't know.
he's got a motive for
Yeah,
sure. For
he's
doing,
weird.
for doing this job.
Pointless? Oh, well. Looks like the cat, or in this case, the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue. Okay.
Has the judge's
That's a
tongue.
way to say that. But we need to open an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand.
Well then, your baldness. If it's so very important, why don't you do the honors?
He's such a dick.
He's
He's like, do you see all of this hair I have?
He's like, I'm not giving you even a tiny little strand of it.
I don't even deserve it.
You
I
don't
got
get
hiccups.
it.
Sorry.
Maybe that's He should just cut off his ponytail and give it to the judge and be like,
This is yours.
Can I be let go now?
Let me free.
Can I go home now?
Who? Me?
There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things. And then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool.
The prosecutors are such douchebags.
Yeah, they are.
They're all awful. Huh?
Oh, wait. Was that the prosecution's opening statement?
Stabbing himself in the eye.
Old dotard such as you are a plague upon the young. Pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great-grandchildren?
Nope, no, put him back in jail.
Yeah, put him back. We can't have him. Get a new one.
All these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I could give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace. What a weenie.
Wow. For real. Apollo's just like,
What?
bro,
He actually
stand up for
fell for
yourself
that?
and throw him out.
Seriously.
That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about. That's just being mean.
Yeah, he's just bullying him.
He's like, I use psychology by being mean.
yeah. My psychological
Mean
approach?
psychology.
Punching people in the face. The opening statement, huh?
Aggressive psychology.
Let's see here. The victim was one Rex Cuby, a alderman of Ninetails Vale. And the defendant, Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder.
And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested?
His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive, the elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. That was a lot of sentence.
Yeah, it was.
The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And his daughter, who was the only... also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive.
So, nutshell.
I have to say, the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible.
Bravo, your baldness. Your years of experience shine brightly like your head. Brightly like your
Ho
head.
ho ho, flattery will get you everywhere.
He's playing Simon Says with the judge.
It sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Moving right along. Let's hear from our first
witness of the day.
goodness. Detective Buckethead. Look at those eyebrows. He's ready.
He is ready.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
I am the detective assigned to this case. Bobby Fulbright.
I do love him.
Oh, and I'll be keeping tabs on old Blackquill here. So he doesn't slip away.
Yeah. He's totally gonna slip away.
He's totally going to slip away and get away from us.
Ow, I hurt my tooth.
Is that why Apollo leaves? He's gonna go track him down.
Who? Oh, maybe.
Like Blackquill just like
Blackquill?
slips away and he's like, I'm gonna go take care of it.
But why? But why? But why?
But why? I don't know.
I also heard
For
you
a
would
reason.
provide protection if it ever
because.
came to that. For because.
It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated.
His design fascinates me because he's got like a straight suit on, like a vest and suit and tie, and it's like
Yeah.
very proper, and then like a very traditional Japanese style like thing over the front, like vest
Yeah.
thing, whatever
like
that's
a
called.
vest. Yeah.
What's that called? There's a name
I'm
for him.
not sure what they're called.
But yeah, it's like such an interesting combo. I don't know.
And then white in his hair that matches the random white on the vest.
Yeah, and his crying mascara.
His crying tears of mascara.
Wait, who's protecting who from what?
Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around, even old Blackquill there. Oh! Fulbright, save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement. Ha ha ha! That's the spirit! Justice might be swift and true. I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society. That will never give up.
No, that's still Fulbright.
I will never give up on you! I'm like, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, it seems like an odd.
Because it wasn't. Prosecutor Blackquill doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright.
Well, you know what they say, ignorance is bliss.
Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackquill. He's so oblivious.
That's actually a good
That
point.
does make sense.
Like he can't
Yeah, he
freak him
can't-
out.
Can't use his psychology on him.
No. Now let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright.
You got it. But first, I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail.
My name is Justice. You just said I prevail.
You prevail, Justice.
Idiot. About the murder.
Alderman Kyubi was murdered with a spear. that had been on the wall.
Sorry.
The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman QB was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked this helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back.
So intense.
So they thought that Muscle Man hit Mayor Man after he got stabbed.
Muscle Man.
The dude that died.
Oh, like he fought back.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I don't know how they could land in those positions, but okay.
Yeah.
Alderman QB had
Carefully.
had slipped some kind of sleep. Oh my gosh, had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug.
That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Here's the autopsy report to prove it.
But you just said he fought back.
Well, just that he was in a drug-induced slumber.
Yeah, that means he was asleep when he got stabbed.
Yeah,
You're
but
not
then-
waking up and going,
But then they
statue!
think that the pain of being stabbed woke him up so that he fought back.
I
Which
don't
does not
think, yeah. I
that
think
doesn't
this
add
is
up,
false.
but that's fine. We'll figure it out and we'll tell them what's what.
Yeah, we'll tell them why they're wrong. And the victim managed to attack his attacker despite being impaled by a spear. That sounds almost superhuman. Is it even possible?
Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him,
Even though he died.
even though he's dead from it.
Not so fast. Don't try to brush it off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear?
Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch, have you? That's for moms.
Yeah, only moms do that.
Only moms do that when their children are in danger.
Yeah, when they're like under a car or whatever.
Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. Duh. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink.
Do you think his hair is soft?
No. It feels like Ren.
Ew, it probably does. We have a friend whose cat is just the like scrungliest thing on the planet, and his hair
he's
is
not
like
a cat.
it's like between a sheep's wool and like a dirty carpet.
He's just a sheep. He's not a real cat.
I don't know.
Definitely not a real cat.
No.
We love him, but he's not
He's
a
a
real cat.
creature. He's so cute.
He is creature.
I don't know. It sounds still sounds a little far fetched.
Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory with you on the edge of my blade.
All right, that's a little
Oh.
hot. Just a little bit. I didn't sign up for this. What is that face he's making?
That is so scary. His eyes have like sunken into their sockets. You don't have a blade. And so your life is spared, I guess, for now.
Well, that's what he's doing. He's like
Yeah,
pulling
he's
out
going,
a blade.
He's going
kinda
for
thing.
his sword.
Yeah.
Because he's a doofus.
His katana. Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die.
Ha! My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest.
Well, good luck after this, bud.
Yeah. The accused prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence, wouldn't you agree? Your baldness.
Your baldness.
Your baldness.
The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute. He has the judge. He has the judge leading towards a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun.
What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger for the purpose of freeing Tenma Taro from the imprisonment.
He looks like he's wearing like a little hat, like a ball
Yeah.
cap.
Instead of a bunch of different talismans made into a weird cap.
Weird, like bandage cap.
Yeah, it's weird. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards burg. Burg. Perhaps he's completely nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon.
He's a complete nutter.
He's a complete nutter.
He's completely nutter, you guys.
He's completely nutter. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman.
You came in here earlier tonight, raving.
Raving!
Oh,
Crazy old Maurice.
crazy old
I heard he went on a
Maurice.
blood drive and started donating. Put
Oh.
it on the wall, blah, blah, blah. They said, someone in the crowd said something.
There will be no gossiping in my court.
Your baldness, Please take a gander at those charm plastered around his cranium. Oh, I heard they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tenmataro. For a second, I thought I had to switch to my
No, you're
scary voice
angry.
for
Yeah.
him. Then again,
Was just racing with these boys. Gonna start Baldur's Gate 3 with Tally. That's fun. Thanks,
oh,
Claire.
That's fun. Yeah,
Have fun
thank
playing
you.
Baldur's Gate. I need to finish my first run.
Yes, we do.
So that I can then play Dirge, because I want to play Dirge. Maybe
Yes.
I'll stream Dirge.
I think you should stream the end.
That'd
No,
be
you
fun.
got the spelling perfect.
Yeah, nailed it.
Nailed it first try. I think we should stream the end. I really do.
No one cares about just the end.
Some people might care about just the end.
Yeah, you can find it other places. I don't want to stream the end.
Fine. I think it'd be fun to stream the end.
I want to start a Dirge run and play Dirge with the stream.
Okay. Yeah.
'Kay.
Do that.
Go.
Perhaps he's under the demon's spell. Already under the demon's spell. Behold, the lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment.
Eep.
Eep. The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement, I think. They're a protective thing.
We should, speaking of Baldur's Gate, maybe we play like with a bunch of people.
Ooh, that would be
It'd
fun.
be fun because a bunch of people have it.
Yeah,
that we know.
We should.
Mm.
We should do it.
Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they?
The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud. Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here.
Whew. Thanks for that lifeline, Athena.
Careful, Apollo. He has a judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impression to suit his objectives.
This guy really is bad news. In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did
Yeah,
you
it
use
looks like it.
against the attacker? Yeah, we're just going to accept that now.
None other than this statue right here.
It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle.
Mhm.
Is one of them missing an arm? Sorry.
I really think one of them might be. Two yokai
I
to
agree.
be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox and the other Tenmataro. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered in art.
Mark's a demon statue updated. No
Updated to
prints,
corpse
mayor's
record.
blood. But then, wait, if it didn't have any prints, that means that it...
Yeah, they're just guessing that what's-his-face whacked him.
Yeah, because he wouldn't wipe off his prints. That's stupid.
Nope.
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Points that out. Case in point. Let's leave.
Let's leave. But
About the murder.
Okay. QB was murdered. Spear had been on the wall. Fingerprints.
of the defendant. Found on the murder weapon. Yeah, we talked about this earlier.
Yep. No, I'm thinking. I'm gonna just press on everything.
Press on everything.
So those weapons on the wall were in the Fox chamber. I presume those are real? Don't you think keeping real weapons around like that is rather dangerous?
He lived for danger.
It's actually pretty cool if you think about it.
No matter what he collected, the alderman insisted it be the real deal. For instance, he had a real demon's cub in his possession.
Club. A club for
a
demons.
real demon's cub. Got it from the zoo.
It's very cute.
Apparently one of his ancestors claimed it after defeating a demon in battle.
What? That's not gonna be an old wives. That's gotta be an old wives' tale. Well, that face is so horrible.
I do not like that face. Ha ha ha! The alderman had pure, unadulterated justice flowing in his veins. Whatever he did it right. We've lost a real champion of justice in his death.
He's amazing. I love him.
Nothing but claptrap and balderdash, if you ask me. Now stop your bleeding and tell us about the weapon.
Is he supposed to be British? Because he kind of talks British.
Do I need to make him British?
Like balderdash.
Now
you make
stop
it
your bleating and tell us about the weapon. Except that sounds more like what's his face.
It kind of fits though.
Okay.
It sounds like who?
The mayor. I made him British too.
Did you?
Yeah. He can be British.
You can
Blackwell
do whatever
be
you
British.
want. Do whatever you want.
Your wish is my command. Aha!
Ha ha! Fire fingerprints. Hold it.
Hold it.
Doesn't make sense if you think about it. Just shoot me in the head now. If you think about it, Prince could be easily wiped off.
You do have a point there.
Slam.
I'd venture to say he did not wipe off the prince because he could not.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
We're broken.
Looks like he wants you to figure it out. Don't just stand there. Show him who's boss.
I'm the boss.
No, I'm the
Totally
boss of you.
lost. So why don't you just tell me the answer already? He has to look cool.
I don't think he saw that plea for help. You feeling all right, kid? Running a fever, perhaps?
Always trials came with a reset button. Well, the specifics may yet to come to light. Please proceed, Detective Fulbright. Sleep. Hold it.
Hold it.
Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor. Was the sedative in his coffee?
Bingo! We found traces of sleeping agent all over inside the cup. And that's why he was out cold. That is until he leapt to his feet upon being impaled by the mayor.
Impaled.
Impaled.
Oh yeah, and the you made the one guy like British kind of.
But he's like angry
Like,
British. Almost. Yeah, I did make him.
casket.
A casket.
Everyone's British this time.
He can be. Everyone's British.
What an awful way to wake up.
Dual Destinies, British people.
Dual Destinies. The Brits have taken
The
over.
Brits have taken over.
The British are coming.
A rather stimulating eye-opener if you ask me. I too would have risen to the attack, for to die in battle is the samurai way.
For to die.
Paradise awaits fallen heroes, but that hole in his stomach would make eating a challenge.
All right.
Okay.
Dark.
Prosecutor Blackquill, please! These morbid jokes of yours have no place in this court. I don't know why I made him British at the end. I'm sorry.
I got a little bit British.
Court.
This court.
Court.
It's contagious.
I didn't know becoming British was contagious. Says the jester in detective's guise. Moving right along.
Moving right along. Do 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 do. Blah blah blah. Shish kebab. Hold it.
Shish kebab.
So the alderman was drugged because he was really strong?
Did you see those rock hard muscles of his?
I sure did.
I'm surprised the spear even managed to pierce that armor like musculature. I admit I'm completely jealous of that righteous body of his. Ha ha ha.
Well, he did look pretty buff, even in that suit he had on. Did he?
Do we have to look at him now?
I mean, buff isn't exactly what I'd describe
No.
him.
But
He's like husky.
yeah,
Like he's a big dude.
he's just a big man who's built different.
He built different.
Quite a difference when compared with a yellow belly like you.
Yellow belly.
Yellow belly.
Yellow belly? Who even says that anymore? Freaking loser.
Yeah, and the color's all wrong too. Oh, I know. How about a squishy red tomato?
I move to strike both of your comments from the record.
Paul's like, please stop. Please, just shut up.
Mr. Justice's character is not the issue here. Now let's get back to what happened after the far more muscular alderman was impaled.
That's
Goodness.
a weird sentence. Yes, well, your average person would likely have died on the spot.
I like when he sniffs his fingers.
Hold it!
Hold it! Could he really have attacked his attacker after being impaled with such a huge spear?
Absolutely. After all, he was once a pro wrestler.
Or we're just gonna talk about the same thing over and over?
Yep. The injustice of being drugged then speared was answered with a righteous counterattack.
But does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman?
Absolutely. After all, he was one of the good guys, like a superhero on the side of justice. Even though he was retired, he could still don his superhero guise in times of need.
Objection!
Objection. You need to lay up the comic books, detective. We're talking about real life here.
Setting aside the half-wit's flights of fancy, the fact is this. The court ordered post-mortem concluded the victim. The court ordered post-mortem concluded.
Dude,
the
you
victim-
cannot say that 5 times
No.
fast.
Concluded
Court ordered
the victim.
Wait, let's try it again.
Court ordered post-mortem.
Don't do it British. Court ordered postmortem. Court ordered post. Court ordered postmortem.
It's easier in a British accent.
Court ordered postmortem. Nope.
I don't know what British that was, but that was good.
Turned into a chicken. So he found the strength somehow to attack his attacker, huh?
It was a chicken British.
Chicken British.
Chicken rung British. Detective Fulbright's testimony sounds airtight. No wonder he's so confident.
It doesn't sound airtight at all. No, he only thinks it's airtight. It's up to us to poke some holes in it. The part of the alderman's fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked. Poke it.
Poke it.
Okay. Murdered.
Murdered.
Kibu was drug.
Human shish kebab.
Jolted him awake. Do we have any evidence that shows otherwise?
No. I don't think we do yet. He's just like sleeping in the chair.
What?
Just the way that their bodies are positioned. Why would you come to that conclusion?
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, are we supposed to...
What?
Thought we were supposed to show evidence.
Well, we should, but I don't know what to show. Paling him like a human shish kebab. Asleep from a drug. Fingerprints of the defendant were found on the weapon.
Murdered with a spear that had been on the wall.
I'm gonna try this one again. I don't know what to do. Doesn't make sense if you think about it. Prints could be easily wiped off.
You do have a point there. He was British. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'd venture to say he did not wipe off the prints because he could not. Yeah, we already did this one.
What do you mean?
Looks like he wants you to figure it out. Well, don't just stand there. Show him who's boss.
I'm totally lost. Okay, so we did do this.
Yeah, we did this
But
one.
the thing about the fingerprints is like everything they're saying, I'm like, you could say that about the statue. Like, how could he possibly wipe off the prints?
Yeah.
Mayor tenement attack helps impaling like grab a statue and struck back. Can I just maybe I do the statue here?
Yeah.
No prints.
Yeah.
I'm worried. Okay.
Objection!
Objection! Am I wrong? Did the alderman really strike the mayor?
What? Are you questioning my sense of justice?
Yes. Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him, but the statue he supposedly used to defend himself created a major hole in your theory. It would appear the defense has a counter-argument. Very well, let's hear what the defense thinks it's odd about the detective statue theory.
No fingerprints.
There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, you'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves.
That's a good point.
Yes, I believe he's quite gloveless indeed. If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you?
Oh, this can't be happening. Did I arrest the wrong man?
Time to quit your job.
And put some socks on.
Yep, both
You
things.
did it, Apollo. You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse.
Well, it's just 1 point in our favor.
Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't the alderman?
Well, if it wasn't the alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed the mayor. Probably the murderer. Dummies.
You mean there was a third party there in the Fox chamber?
Yes, there was a murderer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
goodness.
This could be the big break we've been looking for. There does seem to be a hole in the prosecution's argument. Prosecutor Blackquill, would you care to respond to the defendant's assertion? I said
No.
assertion, not assertion. Sorry. The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive.
No.
You never look at me during.
Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade. Justice Dono.
Justice Dono. He's been watching too many samurai flicks. What a nerd.
It will take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackwell.
Like in reality, this guy'd be a laughingstock dork.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Be like, dude, he talks like an old samurai and
A
has
whelp
his
such
emo.
as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship.
This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackwell.
There's a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall that blood-stained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Well, it just so happens that the blood was the mayor's.
What? Okay. So
why would the
what are
prints
you
be
getting
wiped
at?
off still?
Yeah, that doesn't change anything.
Hone your mind, boy. Why was there blood on that cloth? Solve that riddle, and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion.
Now let's see. How was that cloth used? Do you know how the cloth was used?
Can you tell us? Which choice will help us know how the cloth was used?
to wrap the statue. That's actually a good point.
Oh, yeah, because then you can swing it.
Damn
That
it.
that is a good point.
Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the cloth. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used it to strike back at the mayor.
But a murderer could have done that too.
But also, why would he have the time and energy to be like, let me wrap this
Wrap
up?
this real quick, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing it around.
Ah!
Precisely. Bully for you, boy.
Aw, it was nothing. Apollo.
Apollo, don't let him start manipulating you, too. You just closed the hole for the prosecution.
He just likes being praised for once.
Yeah.
I did? I did.
Right. That statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints as plain as day. But this also proves there are no holes in our theory in the alderman striking back.
It's so gross that he has a feather in his mouth.
Yeah. Like, bro, take that out.
Nasty.
Gross.
Oops, arg. Fox demon statue, paper pig.
Updated in the court record.
Also,
Okay.
let's like, we don't know it was wrapped in the cloth.
Yeah.
There's a possibility.
Now do you see how dull your mind is?
We'll make sure to sharpen it next time.
A particularly frightening inmate.
That was a Freudian slip.
Inmate once told me that.
While we were intimate.
While we were intimate. Oh dear. He always tenderly honed his blade before he went to work like the samurai of yore.
Samurai sounds more like a homicidal maniac to me.
Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time.
Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef?
Okay.
It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all. It was kind of attached to that hole. Now what? You can't just say that.
Apollo.
Apollo.
Apollo. Apollo.
It's kind of attached. Okay.
Apollo.
Apollo, get your mind out of the
I
gutter.
just thought of something.
Oh, hell.
They didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue. Who's to say someone other than Alderman didn't hit the mayor with it?
Why didn't I think of that? Anybody could have not left prints on it. Exactly.
Exactly.
Why is Athena the only one with the brain cell?
No one gets the brain cell. Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue?
Your mom.
Please illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady. There's only one answer. The real killer. Prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence have you?
Oh, I'll give you evidence, all right.
Right up your butt.
Right up the crack.
Athena, are you sure about this?
To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine. Take a look at this. Black feathers and tracks allegedly from the yokai were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with the statue.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
we didn't
there's
really
someone
acknowledge that.
else that was in the room.
Is the defense actually suggesting some sort of monster killed the alderman?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Objection!
No, Athena, you just lost what little credibility we had left.
I did.
Oh no, I did.
Sorry. Guess I got carried away.
I mean, that's not a crazy thing to say, because, like, I mean, you could be like, there was a dude dressed as the
Yeah,
dude.
like someone could have been dressed as one.
Yeah. Mr. Justice, we have no time to deal with objections between members of the defense. Sorry, Your Honor. It's just, this kid's still, well, a kid. Apollo, you are 23 years old.
You are still a child.
You're a baby.
You meanie. I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright.
I'm gonna tell on you.
I'm going to tell on you.
So is this
He'll
court?
put you in timeout.
So is this court to believe the feathers and tracks from are from a yokai, as you put it? No, Your Honor. I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman. Interesting. Why do you suppose the killer would do that? Why indeed?
So just like,
Mr. Justice, you seem as new to this as your partner is. Ouch. This is not I am not reporting to Mr. Wright.
hoy, Fulbright, spring to his
Hoy.
baldness.
Hoy.
Hoy. To his baldness, what these brats are missing. You know, the one, the woo,
The who.
the who,
Ho.
and the why behind those feathers and tracks.
Ho, ho.
Hoo-hoo.
What? You mean you can explain all that?
Ha! Our investigative prowess is without equal.
I forgot you were here.
I did too.
I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession.
Say that every time, Apollo. You're doing fine.
Very well. Let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks. Yeah, Apollo hasn't lost. He's fine. My dog losing her mind? Oh, she's
I'm just
hot.
uncovering her. She was panting real hard, so I was worried. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition on the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetails helped embolden their protesters.
The protesters!
So he stoked the village's fears by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer. Okay.
But he got bonked on the head.
He got booped.
Those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fears?
Absolutely. He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious minds.
Superstitious.
Those feathers only gave weight to the idea that the alderman was slain by a demon.
Demon?
The accursed demon Tenmataro, that is.
Tenma who?
Tenma what now?
Tenma ha?
Tenmataro, the legendary demon, locked away in the village forbidden chamber.
Did the judge not read the summary?
The judge never does.
He's an idiot.
He's always dumb.
Ugh.
From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black-feathered demon, and thus were they blinded to other, more plausible explanations.
Hold it. Hold on for a second. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect?
Yes.
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself. On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor. As a part of the event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenmataro. Obviously, that person is much more likely as a suspect than any legendary demon.
Objection!
Objection.
He does kind of have a
He has a
British
little-
thing going.
Dullard, you're playing right into the killer's mind game.
Dullard.
Dullard.
What?
Listen here. The feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believed the murder to be the work of the real Tenmataro. However, the police believed that the person in the Tenmataro suit is the killer.
Oh.
The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the alderman, and thus our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
Objection. That's kind of mean.
Yeah.
Do you honestly believe Mayor Tenma would do something so stupid?
Objection!
Objection! The evidence speaks for itself, Fulbright.
Do you think he has eyebrows?
What, the
Black quill?
They're white. Right! It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. The Amazing Ninetails was fueled both by the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement.
Doing great.
Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out on the path of injustice.
But do the people of Ninetails Vale really believe a yokai is behind the crime?
Passed out on the road.
Aw.
Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
I must say, a crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds.
Just so, a particularly silver-tongued inmate once had the following words for me.
Inmate just looks weird to me.
It's like one of those straightforward words.
Yeah, I know, but it just looks like it's spelled wrong. The innocent of heart are the easiest prey.
Are you just hanging out with murderers, dog?
Because he's a murderer.
I know, but if I ever go to jail, I'd be like that, though. I'd be like, there's this one inmate.
There was this one dude.
You don't say. Was this inmate a con artist?
No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap.
Is he just talking about himself in the third person?
Probably. 100%.
Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey?
We're not talking about your friend that was in jail. We're talking
You know
about
what? I bet you he is talking about himself.
Oh, 100%.
And he's giving us little hints about
and
how he's not
Are we going to defend
actually.
him?
Maybe that's why Apollo left. Oh
see
my
that.
gosh. Okay.
I can see
It
that.
turns out he's like a really nice guy.
Little British man. British
Yes,
butt man.
well. Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination.
Do.
Feathers and
Feathers
tracks.
and tracks.
Okay. One man's attempt to crush opposition.
Municipal merger.
Tenma panic and the amazing Ninetales help him bolden the protesters. Sorry, I ate all the purple ones.
Ones are gone. It's fine.
So we're fabricating a monster. Strange feathers. Okay.
Hold it.
Detective Fulbright, is the anti-merger movement really that strong?
Oh, absolutely. They parade around in yokai costumes shouting, "Down with Mayor Tenma!" And just the other day they stormed Tenma City Hall claiming it was a den of vipers. But when the accused showed his face, the angry mob scattered like leaves upon an autumn wind.
It's because look at that mug. Scare anyone
I would
away.
flee.
Yeah.
Scary. For you see, lowly yokai are no match for Tenma Taro, the dark lord of their kind. Wait, are the villagers scared of Mayor Tenma or Tenma Taro? I'm confused.
I think he means Mayor Tenma. It's easy to get the wrong impression about the guy. Detective Fulbright, why do you suppose a defendant would commit such an act? He was probably just bored.
Probably bored.
Panicked. Hold it. Amazing Ninetales. No one knows his true identity, right?
That's right. And he was a lone wolf. In other words, he didn't belong to a wrestling federation. He appeared like a shooting star defending one Tenma Town wrestler after another. And before anyone knew it, he was champion. I can read.
That's you. What the hell?
Have you ever been this man?
I'm gonna go die over here.
I like the samurai of yore, surrounding thick with enemies. He cut them down one by one. It was a complete and utter loss of face for Tenma Town Pro Wrestling. He was amazing! If ever there was a real superhero, it would be him. I dream of becoming a true champion of justice like him someday. I bet Detective Fulbright would be a great pro wrestler. He could even team up with Prosecutor Blackwell. A police
detective and a prisoner in chains. You know, I think people would actually pay to see that. I know I would.
Aha! So you do understand the greatness that is the amazing Ninetales. He's so dumb.
He's so dumb. Stoke the fears. Hold it. Did the murder and yokai evidence really stoke the villagers' fears?
Absolutely. It had an immediate effect. The presumed return of the dreaded Tenma Taro has them shaking in their boots.
Boots.
In the boots.
Oh my, is it really that bad?
That superstitious lot. It's as if Jack the Ripper had been set loose in their village. The mere thought of that demon lurking about is enough to spark a mass exodus.
I like the idea that he's British, but he's like, he came to Japan and he's like really into it.
Yeah, he's like,
He's a little weeb man.
but I identify with
I identify as a samurai.
as a samurai.
Pip pip.
Yeah. Pip pip cheerio.
Cheerio, samurai.
Samurai. Pip pip cheerio samurai.
Honor and whatnot.
Honor and whatnot. Tut tut.
Tut tut. I see. That's a very persuasive argument. So stupid.
So dumb.
Never thought of his honor buying into Simon the Psycho Slasher's words. Makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right now. But no.
So you see, there can only be one reason why anyone would plant those feathers and tracks. Because...
Hold it!
Killer.
Killer and stuff. But it doesn't add up. If you say is what you say is true, why top it off with murder?
Murder? What do you mean?
You claim our client planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fears. If so, then why not stop there? Why murder the alderman Cubey? Cubey. Excellent point. Oops. Punch. It is, isn't it? So your honor agrees that there was no reason for the murder, correct?
Objection!
Objection.
Perhaps the killer was on the spur of the moment.
You're saying it wasn't premeditated?
From the outset, I had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble.
Babble.
However, the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery.
A startling discovery? Why don't I like the sound of that?
Alderman Cubey's secret identity.
Apollo? I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity. But even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder?
This is not good.
This patch of fur was discovered at the crime scene. It's from the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales. Therefore, we can conclude that this mask was at the crime scene.
Have you seen the meme that's like, my legs are mostly scars? Have you seen that?
No.
It's the vibe he's giving.
My legs are all scars.
My legs are mostly scars. Oh my, but why would it have been there?
The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement.
He looks like he's really sniffing his mustache.
Yeah, he is. Need I say more?
Well, you might need to say more. Could it really be?
Your baldness has had an epiphany, I see. That must hurt.
Ouch.
Our victim, Rex Cubey, was the amazing Ninetales. And the mayor's discovery of this fact was his motive for murder.
No!
No!
Ripley can howl for us.
She's very asleep again.
Order. I don't think she has slept well the past couple nights because I haven't slept well the past couple nights, and she's aware of me.
Probably, yeah.
Every time.
That would make sense.
She's sleepy. What a shocking development. A motive clearer than crystal clear.
What do we do now, Apollo?
I didn't think we'd tie the alderman's secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder.
At last we've reached my real point. Why did the alderman have to forge a secret identity? Does it not pique your interest, your baldness?
I admit it does. It is odd that he had to create this other persona, just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement.
Tweet pass why you haven't slept well.
So
It's our own doing. It's our own fault.
Me and Alicia and our other friend, we decided to stay up until the release of the third act of
1 a.m.
Arcane,
Yes.
which was 1 a.m. our time.
And we watched all of it.
We watched all of it
Which means
and
we were up
ended
till
at 3
a.m.
And then so we went to bed at 3 and we were like, it's Saturday in the morning. We'll be fine. We have a
can
sleeping
sleep
day.
in.
Yeah,
we can
like,
do
it'll be
it.
fine.
It's great.
And then my brother showed up at 7 in the morning to do laundry. And we woke up. And then last night was our friend's birthday celebration. So we were up until like 1 in the morning-ish.
We got back at about a little bit before 1 because we went to bed at 1.
Yeah, so we went to bed at 1. And we just, we're tired.
Yeah. We're a little sleepy.
A little sweepy.
Just a little sleepy.
It's a little bit.
But it's of our own...
Yeah, this is our own doing.
volition.
Usually
so.
it's just because my brain hates me. But this time I did it on
This time
purpose.
it was our own fault. Whoopsies.
Arcane was really good though.
It was very good.
I have many opinions on it.
So many.
I think I might. I'm thinking about doing a just like a video of me just like just doing a rundown on what I think. But it'll be a
whole
fully
spiel.
spoiler video.
You should.
Just to secretly participate in the and where I just said that.
Very astute of you, your boldness. Right. Now let's take a look at this. A blackmail letter.
Excellent.
If you value your dearest life, you will merge nine. Why did I make
You
it
combined
British?
them.
I'm so sorry. You will merge Ninetailsville.
It's Fulbright.
With
Oh no, it is Fulbright. I was thinking he's Black Quill. Oh my gosh. I merged them.
It's because it says blackmail and then Fulbright.
Blackmail Fulbright.
Whoops.
Goodness.
We'll get back into the swing of things. It's fine. I said
Did
that.
you say that?
Yes. This blackmail letter was found in Alderman QB's pocket.
What?
At present, the alderman's wife is in the hospital, and that letter is clear evidence that the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life. Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tenma go missing?
Oh, the little sneaky boy. The raccoon man.
Yeah. Right after the alderman's murder?
You think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder? And planted it into the alderman's pocket?
Little raccoon man. It's possible, but we don't have any proof that that's what happened.
Talk about being up the creek without a paddle.
Blackmail letter. Blah, 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 blah.
Mayor Tenma would have made a clean getaway if he had just left after planting the yokai things. Value your dearest life. You will merge Ninetailsville
See-
with Tenma Town. Do not let anyone know.
I'm
about-
thinking, because he said
Do not tell
dearest,
anyone.
I'm thinking that he was talking about his daughter.
Oh,
The mayor's daughter, not the guy who died.
Probably. I could see that.
And like he was being threatened. Which is why he was pushing so hard for the merger. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Okay. Did you say that? Yes,
Yep.
you did.
But he was knocked out cold by his sudden decision to kill the amazing Ninetails.
So it was the amazing Ninetails counterattack that brought the entire crime to light. Wait a sec. Fulbright's claiming that the mayor killed the alderman after planting the yokai evidence. That the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that? No, because the feathers are on top of the blood.
Yeah.
Detective Fulbright, please add your previous statement to your testimony. Okay, Mayor Tenma
Okay.
killed the sleeping alderman after planting the feathers and tracks. We can prove that's not true.
Yeah.
See?
Be like, I'm just
See,
gonna hold these feathers
Scattered
for a
on
second.
top of the blood.
Yeah, but like literally, you could hold some feathers if you were dying, and then just like, I'm gonna drop them now. They're on top of the blood.
Detective
That's
Fulbright.
still stupid.
True. Your sense of justice is anything but fair.
Oh, what's this? You dare question my justice again?
It's just us.
Just ice.
Is that why it's best served cold? That's incredibly dumb. Is that really the reason?
I think so. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? That's so stupid.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm
that's why.
upset by that.
As upset with Batman's.
Shut up. We're not talking about that.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna prove it to you. Take a look at this photo. Look at this photograph. This is the crime scene photo, and what did this prove? It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted.
But I already told you they were planted before the murder. The defendant planted the yokai evidence, then was knocked out while killing his victim.
Nuh-uh. But that would have been impossible. If you look right here, it's clear when the feathers and tracks were left at the scene. Right here.
Tweak wants to know what Batman did. Are you going to talk about it on your show with your dad?
Yeah, I'll talk about it on Monday. It's not even a big. I'll just say it here, but I'll talk about it still then. Basically, we were watching Cape Crusader, the new Batman cartoon on Prime,
This still kills me.
and I genuinely never connected that the reason Batman doesn't use guns is because his parents were killed by a gun. For some reason, my brain was just like, oh, he just thinks he's like, oh, I don't have to shoot people to win. I thought it was just like some stupid honor thing. I'm dumb.
And it was great because you literally turned to me and you were
He
like,
has trauma.
wait, does Batman not use guns because his parents got shot? And I looked at you all confused, like, you didn't know that?
It's so stupid. I'm so mad at myself. And the reason I figured it out is because literally, like, in the show, there's a point where he shoots a gun, but he, like, misses on purpose
Yeah.
to, like, freak a guy out. And I up until that moment in my whole life did I ever put it together.
It was so funny.
Oh, it's so stupid.
It was so funny.
I'm so mad about it.
So yes, that is what Batman did.
Aren't you just pointing to the yokai feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice? Yes. See how the feathers are on top of the blood and the tracks were made in blood? In other words, the yokai evidence could have only resulted after the murder.
Then the mayor must planted the evidence after killing the alderman.
He was knocked out.
Dead.
But you said it
He was
yourself. The mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time to plant any evidence at all. Therefore,
Someone else.
there must have been someone else besides the mayor and the alderman at the crime scene.
There must be some mistake.
See, Tweep gets it. He doesn't like guns. It's more about killing and that it can't be taken back. See, that's what I always thought. It was just like, oh, he doesn't kill people. And guns are meant to kill.
Yeah, I can see that too.
But there's
it's
definitely a connection. You're right.
Connection between his parents being killed by a gun.
I think because Cape Crusader draws that line pretty clearly. Of like,
yeah.
It parallels things
Cape
and goes,
Crusader was
guns,
good.
bad, because
I am
parent
excited
died.
for a second season.
It's very good. If you
That
haven't
one's
watched
very
it. That's the last one. Do you want it?
You eat it. You already grabbed it.
Oh, that's you.
In my opinion.
Order. Order.
Where's your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you? Ha 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 ha.
What are we proving? Evidence. Well,
don't
I
know.
have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness testimony for you.
For someone being in the room.
Oh.
You do, but how? Was my vaunted sense of justice really just half-baked?
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
That's on the internet.
Yes, it is. He's taking this really hard.
Mr. Justice. What is this testimony regarding a third party that you claim to have? I have it right here, Your Honor. It's the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. The witness Jinxie Tenma, saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. It was the demon Tenma Taro. Here's the source of those feathers and tracks.
Dot, dot, dot. Dot, 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 dot. Everyone's just staring at him like,
I mean, to be fair,
Huh?
like, oh, look at Apollo pointing. To be fair, like, that's an incredibly biased statement from a witness who, like, could
Yes.
be lying for her father.
yes.
Maybe it's just, yeah. Will somebody please say something? The events will explain to the court exactly what he means.
You dare mock this court, mock this court and justice itself. You're unfit to bear your name, boy. Your baldness, it appears our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion.
Look, that face is awful.
It's so scary. Apollo, think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court.
What do you think I'm trying to do? Before you decide whether I should step down, please hear me out. What did he say that was so bad?
I don't know. Go back to the history. What was the last thing he said? Here's the source of these.
It was the demon Tenmataro. Okay.
Oh, okay. And everyone's like,
Like, you're weird. Uh-oh. What did Tweep clip? I think he clipped your ooh-ooh.
oh, good. Perfect. He did. Yes, he did.
Hooray!
Terrifying.
All right. Very well, Mr. Justice. I'm all ears. But you better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about?
Tenmataro.
It's all in this statement here. Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Tenmataro. After she discovered the crime scene and called the police,
As she was going to the foyer.
she came around the corner in the hall. It was around here that she saw Tenmataro fleeing towards the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind, intentionally or otherwise. What?
How incredibly unjust. Why haven't I heard about this before?
Because you're stupid. The defense just proved there's someone else.
So the bear isn't the killer?
Was it all set up? Prosecution is convicted felon after all.
Apollo, the momentum is shifted in our favor.
Good. Now let's keep it that way.
Objection!
Objection. Yeah, we all know which
Yeah, we're
posh
not
little
dumb.
British boy said this. Little do you realize that though you are in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken.
Broken sword, still stabby.
Yep, you can still cut someone with it.
My sword? I didn't know I had one to break. Are you implying that there's a problem with my claim?
I keep stabbing my eyeball.
I like to touch it.
Consider this.
Makes
that
me feel.
yokai impersonator had indeed fled toward the foyer. He would say foyer. That fool and that fop would have seen him. But they're lying.
Yeah, they can
Duh.
lie. Fool and fop? Oh, you mean Filch and LaBelle?
LaBelle.
Now that you mention it.
Both Phineas Filch and Florent LaBelle were in the foyer at the time.
Like, it's so easily
but they
explained
haven't
as
stated that they saw a yokai,
they're
have they?
liars.
Maybe it's because they're the yokai. Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of a scared little girl's imagination?
What would you do if someone was just touching their eyeball while talking to you? I don't think I'd talk to them anymore.
No, I think I might run away.
Just walk away.
Just
Like, all right, we're good.
Just back up slowly.
I don't need to know
and
you.
Leave.
Why didn't those two see the Tenma Taro impersonator pass by?
Why don't we ask them ourselves?
I was just about to say that myself. No, really, I was. The defense would like to call Mr. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor, to the stand. Do we have to?
You're him.
I just know he must have seen something. I'm changing his voice again.
Do it.
The old man voice hurts my throat.
Well, keep doing it because he's a little conniving person. I feel like he'd keep changing how he spoke.
Oh, I like that.
just-
Like a little con man.
Yeah, he's a little con man. Just keep changing.
I suppose
Make
we can't
you guess where he's from.
I suppose we can't ignore the fact that the little girl believes she saw a monster. I trust you have no objections to Mr. Justice's request, Prosecutor Blackwell. I understand that Mr. Filch is enjoying a nap out in the lobby.
Or he's stealing from you, Judge.
Probably.
He's in your office right
He's
now.
under your robes right now.
Okay. I knew that Tanuki was a rare find. But when we captured him, I didn't think he'd end up a witness.
Oh, he's supposed to be like a tanuki.
Do with him as you will. I think we talked about that. He's like a little raccoon man.
Yeah. Tanuki's like a
Tanuki.
raccoon dog.
Yeah.
Tanukis have large balls. Just for everyone's, this is a fun fact when we
Yep.
bring up this Tanuki man.
Yep, why not?
Did he just say captured? No, wait. I don't want to knock
I don't want to knock
I don't want to know.
No, now.
Very well then, bailiff, please go wake Mr. Filch and escort him to the witness stand.
Oh, here he is.
What should he sound like?
I don't know. You wanted to change his voice. You made him southern for a little bit.
Will the witness state his name and occupation, please? The name's Filch, Phineas Filch, caretaker of the QB Manor. Gonna go Boston.
So Boston.
Boston.
Okay.
Oh, and this is for you, your lordship. Just a little something I thought you might
Those
like.
are his shoes.
Oh my, what a fabulous pair of shoes. And your honor will do just fine, Mr. Filch.
He probably stole them from his
Ah,
office.
so shoes again.
Don't they belong to Detective Fulbright?
Don't tell me Filch stole them again. They're all yours, your honorship, sir. What? But they seem awful expensive. Yup, too expensive for me, but I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like you, your honorship. It's a kind gesture, but legal ethics dictate I can't accept such gifts. Aw, ethics, schmethics. I'll just take 'em if you want 'em. Polish 'em up real nice for you, too. I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Filch, but I will accept your testimony. The court would like to hear whether you saw the Tenma Taro in the foyer after the murder.
Please do tell. Witness.
Witness?
Witness.
Guarding the foyer. At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty at the foyer, just like Mr. QB asked.
Murder.
I was making sure no one fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise would get to our guest. I was still in my office keeping a gold watch when the murder happened at 3 p.m. But I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary. No siree. I feel like this voice works better.
Yeah, no, it does. That yokai you kept jabbering on about was but a phantom of the little girl's dreams.
So you're telling this court you never saw anyone dressed up like Tenma Taro? Yep, was guarding the whole time. That's the truth, the holy truth, and nothing but the
Nothing but
the truth.
Nutter butter.
Tenma Taro, you don't really believe in all the yokai mumbo jumbo, do you? I certainly don't.
Ooh, liar.
My bracelet. It's
tight.
evolving.
Something the matter, Apollo?
My bracelet keeps squeezing my arm.
Really?
Okay.
So you think Mr. Tanuki, or I mean Filch, has been lying to us?
I wouldn't rule it out. Yeah, he's a liar and a thief. Now, if I could just zero in on a tell, some sort of nervous habit.
Maybe him.
Ah!
What the
There's
heck?
a hawk! What in the... What's this hawk doing in here? Oh, he has a hawk. Oh, it has a cute little bandana.
Why is he allowed his hawk?
Why do I like him more as we keep going?
Allow me to introduce my trusty cohort, Taka. He seems to have taken quite a liking to the courthouse, made it his new home.
Has he
in
been
fact.
nesting up top the whole time?
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't live with you, you know, in jail. Who's ever heard of a courthouse bird?
Taka simply loathes trickery and fraud.
There's birds in the mall now, in
In Southtown Mall?
Southtown that like live there, and all the people who work there like leave out food and stuff for them. They're like
Oh.
little mall birds.
Oh.
It's really funny.
Well, I know in the French
In the
train
French,
stations and even in the airport, birds will just fly in.
yeah, there's always birds in airports.
There always is. There's one in the Salt Lake one that like dived at someone while I was first there.
That's
I was just
awesome.
like, oh.
I don't mind birds in places. I just hope they're okay.
And I swear there's always one that gets stuck in the grocery store down the street. at
Yeah,
Smith's.
true.
There's always a bird in there.
There is, usually.
And that queer power of yours.
You have to
Seems
pause
have
that long,
offended my
goodness.
dear bosom buzzard.
Bosom buzzard.
My bosom buzz. I did have to pause that long. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh. I won't be able to squat like this. That is truly terrifying.
Being attacked like a bird,
Being, like,
especially a
Kicked.
bird of prey.
Yeah. Hawks are terrifying.
Yeah.
That thing will cut your whole face open.
Apollo's maybe that's how Apollo loses his eye. It wasn't the explosion.
Yeah.
It just like
Dude, birds of prey and chimps terrify me.
oh yeah,
the
they're scary.
scariest creatures.
And hippos.
Oh, hippos are scary.
Yep.
What the heck is going on around here? Wait, what was his
Here.
voice? Here? What the heck? Wait, what was his voice?
You were Boston.
Oh yeah, what the heck's going on around here? Run for the hills. I don't know why I got like all high pitched and Mickey Mousey.
I don't know.
What the heck is going on around here?
Almost Betty booped it.
No pets or other animals allowed in the courtroom. Oh! Screech!
Screech!
Ah, somebody help!
Oh, he's merely having a bit of sport. He won't harm you, save when he's truly famished.
He straight up like, I'm starting to. At first I was like, oh, this douchebag, and now I'm like, I like him
Because he has a pet.
He has a bird, and he's I don't know. He's growing on me. He's growing.
Why is he
on me.
kind of? Is that what you're trying to?
What was the thing he did that I was like, that's a little hot?
I don't remember.
I think he just threatened someone.
I think it was when
Probably.
he pulled on his chain.
Maybe. In that case, Prosecutor Blackquill, will you ensure your feathered friend is properly fed?
Looks like we have to do this the old-fashioned way.
We'll be fine, I think. If there was someone dressed as Ten Mataro there, Filch should have seen him. We'll just have to put our faith in Jinxie's statement for now. Mr. Justice, please proceed with your cross-examination. I love the bird.
The bird is cute.
He's cool. I like his little bandana. Guarding the foyer. Oh, we already did this.
Mm-hmm.
Guard on duty, like Mr. QB asked.
He was on quad duty.
Making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get into our get to our guest. Who's the guest? So no one could get to him. Sounds like security was pretty tight. That's because there's always lots of snacks and thieves. Sneaks and thieves around festival time.
The snacks.
Snacks and sneeves. And the solution was to entrust the manor's security to a thief? That's not even funny.
I'm sorry, the Athena.
Yep.
Maybe it's a matter of stopping thieves by hiring one. After all, it takes
Sorry?
something. I don't know. That's you.
It takes...
It takes one to know one.
Sorry. I don't know. It seems more like letting the fox guard the hen house to me. So the witness testified that he took his guard duty seriously?
Duty.
Yes, sir. Your honorship, sir. Sorry.
Sure.
I can't do that.
Yeah, sir.
Still in my office, keeping a good watch. After 3 p.m. Oh.
But the thing.
The fight.
Yep.
Whoops. Where
Where
the hell is it? Was 3. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 p.m.
Okay. I'm just hold it and then I'll do the thing. Did you really keep an eye on the foyer the entire time? Sigh. Poor old Filchy. Been working hard my whole life. only to be smeared by some greenhorn in a fancy schmancy suit and silly haircut. Sorry, Mr. Blackquill, sir. Didn't mean to get off subject there. Sheesh, Blackquill didn't even say anything. To answer your question, yes, I kept an eye, no, both of them, in fact, on the foyer. I have evidence to say otherwise.
Show it.
Oh, whoops.
I wonder what Mr. Filch didn't see Tenmataro.
Maybe Jinx the only thing she saw Tenmataro, or... Sneeze.
Bless you. Watermelon.
I hate you.
Maybe Mr. Filch is lying.
Oh, if he's lying, we might be able to spot a contradiction in this testimony. Oh my gosh.
Watery eyes.
That was murder. Okay,
What duty?
here it is.
Objection!
Objection! Don't lie to the court like that, Mr. Filch.
Filch.
Hey, I ain't right to bushwhack a fellow. It ain't right to bushwhack a fellow like that. Unfortunately for you, I have evidence that proves you're lying. If you look at this TV listing here, you'll see that at the time of the crime, there was a pro wrestling match scheduled, something you'd never miss. Eck, I don't watch that one. No, siree, I was doing my job just like I was supposed to. This guy doesn't know when to give up. Mr. Filch, someone even circled the match. It was you, right? Yipes! Not only that, but you told me you watched. You even told me you watched it. You said, and I quote, "It was a complete disaster."
I like the silly music they play in the background for really dumb people.
Do not take them seriously. So do you admit slacking off? You can't trick me with your Rudy Poo lawyer talk.
Rudy Poo.
Rudy Poo. I'm one of them professionally type. I can do double duty watching TV and the
Double
foyer at the
duty?
same time. Duty. And the only thing Filch can claim to be a professional of is professional thief. Mr. Justice, you would have this court believe that the witness was slacking off. That's correct. He claims to have been watching TV and the foyer at the same time. That's nothing but a bald-faced lie. Bald, you say? But I'm the only one. I'm not the one who's lying. Perhaps you meant the witness, Mr. Justice. And in that case, let's see what evidence you can offer. You claim Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV in the foyer simultaneously. Now prove it.
Show the map. Can't do both because
Yeah,
the
they're
TV's
facing-
the wrong
yup.
way.
You so right. Please take a look at the direction the TV is facing in this diagram. Now, unless Mr. Filch has eyes where his right ear should be, I think it would be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and the TV at the same time. Why, yes, someone watching TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance. Exactly. That means Mr. Filch,
Is a liar.
you were slacking off and you were not watching the foyer as you claim. Yipes, the bag's out of the cat, or I mean the other way around. Oh, he has a box.
Oh my gosh, she's
That's so funny.
small. Literally on his soapbox.
Order. But Mr. Justice, is Mr. Filch's less than stellar worth ethic relevant to this case?
Nod.
It's very relevant because while he was slacking off watching TV, there really could have been a Tenmataro impersonator in the foyer.
Objection!
Objection.
What now?
Granted, this Tanuki was lax in his duties, but he still had the foyer entrance covered.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
What are you talking about? Caw! Look how cute it is.
Yeah, he's soft. This, my bird,
Yeah, I like
my burb.
I forgive men who are good to animals, you know?
Sometimes.
And the animals like them.
Yes.
I trust animals.
Auditory sense. His eyes may have been slacking off, but his ears were still hard at work. Right, Tanuki?
Oh. They were? Oh, I mean, yes, they were. But you already admitted to slacking off. Now you say you weren't? My eyes might have been lazy, but my ears ain't. I would have heard anyone in the foyer.
But you wouldn't have been able to hear if they were dressed up as a freaking demon.
Yeah. You could have just thought it was some rando. You see, the foyer floor and stairway get all creaky squeaky when someone walks on them. Creak, creak, creak. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon. So, you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by? Yep, my ears were working full time, so who's the liar now, you no good shyster? A lying thief called me a shyster. This has to be the low point of my fledgling career.
Poor guy.
Gotta hand it to you, Mr. Blackwell, sir. You really are something else, so I mean,
Ahoy, Minoy.
you don't miss a thing, and them bags under your eyes, they're darker than mine.
Fair warning, Mr. Filch. Taka's particularly fond of Tanuki. Should you lie to this court again, you may suddenly find yourself on the menu.
Kill him! Yipes! Please don't eat me, Mr. Taka, sir. The witness will henceforth testify truthfully under penalty of painful bird attacks.
Oh my gosh, the judge is just like,
He's
yeah,
like,
that's fine.
cool.
That's okay.
Kill him with your bird.
Yeah, why not?
And with that in mind, the court requests that the witness revise his testimony accordingly.
Witness testimony.
Witness. The fitness.
He was working overtime.
It's true I was watching a pro wrestling match on TV, office TV. My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, they were working overtime. Floors are all creaky squeaky like knowing where I missed someone walking by. So you see, there weren't no Tenmataro in the foyer.
Superstition is the religion of feeble minds. Understand? A
Poking
simple,
my
rational
eyeball.
explanation is best. Forget yokai demons and such. We must use common sense. For lacking that, our entire world would be but upside down.
But upside.
But upside down.
Says the convict prosecutor who's totally a sign of the end times for the legal world. And besides, if there were any yokai roaming about, I'd nab them and sell them in the zoo. To the zoo.
I wonder whether Jinxie was just seeing things.
That seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns.
And if we can't prove she saw Tenmataro, the mayor's sure to be convicted.
Then we better hope my gun fires bullets, not BBs.
Bullets.
Bullets, not BBs. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Okay.
Okay.
Tenmataro. Tenmataro with the big board. He's working overtime. Okay. Do we have anything? Let's see what we have. Demon in the hall. Fled to the foyer. Photo. I'm just like, what could we prove that he can't hear stuff?
I mean, there's the door, but it's hard to really be like...
I mean, there's commentary.
Yeah, that's true.
340.
Near Ninetales Vale. Yeah, you could try the commentary.
Okay. I'm just gonna press for a minute and just see if it helps us.
Okay,
Because I'm scared.
that makes sense.
You are paid for your work, aren't you? So how do you justify watching TV on the job?
Justify it?
But it ain't easy being me. I mean, I can't watch TV when we have visitors and there's no way to record stuff. Sorry, am I supposed to be consoling you of your first world problems?
If those are his only problems, he should consider himself lucky.
Apollo's like, my dad died, and then I was orphaned, and then my mom died. I don't know that yet, but she's not dead.
I don't know my mom's alive.
Yeah, I'm not aware of my mother or sister.
Or my half-sister.
I guess pro wrestling serious business to Mr. Filch. Okay.
I guess.
His eyes might have been slacking.
Yeah, slacker.
You lied earlier about taking your guard duty seriously, didn't you? Oh, that ain't no harm in bending the truth a little, right?
Listen to me, you little tanuki. Lie again and Taka shall feast upon that forked tongue of yours.
Did you see that bird just went... Victory screech. Yapes. Sorry. Let me keep my tongue. At least leave it until we can get the truth out of him in any case.
You were negligent.
Neglected.
You were neglecting your duties. Negligent in your duties, were you not?
Yes, sir, I was, sir. But it ain't like that.
Hold it!
Hold it.
All creaky squeaky.
So you have pretty good ears, Mr. Filch? As good as they come, I'd say. Nothing. Ain't nothing to hear a creaky floor. Plus, that Tenmataro makes a sound when he goes by. It's like a jingle jangle.
How does he know that?
Jingle jangle. How does he do that? I think it's part of his legend.
Oh, yeah, because he's got that weird staff thing.
Yeah. It's that staff of his. Oh, no, because it's not real. Remember, this doesn't have a staff. Remember we were confused about it last time? Like, why would he have a staff?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Okay.
what jingle jangles. You're a liar.
What's he talking about, Apollo?
Beats me, but I guess Tenmataro has a staff that makes noise.
Come to think of it, didn't Jinxie mention something like that, too? She said she saw Tenmataro holding a staff-like object that made a jangly sound.
Jingle jangle. Guess that's the source of the noise then. Well, Mr. Justice, Mr. Phil says Tenmataro jingle jangles. Would you consider that vital information? So very important.
Very, very, very.
The most important. Extremely vital. I request that it be added to his testimony. Tenmataro passed by, staff would have gone jingle jangle. I got evidence to prove you otherwise, pal. This one?
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure.
Well, let's press it first.
Oh, okay.
Just in case. So Tenmataro's staff makes a distinctive sound. Yep, like a jingle and a jangle.
We already did this.
I think we're missing something here, but I can't quite put a finger on it. Perhaps I should take a look at the court record again.
The court record.
Alright. Whoops. Damn it.
What could this mean? Do you think Jinxie was just seeing things?
Well, if that's the case, the details you provided were pretty impressive. But if we're going to continue believing Jinxie's statement...
We'll have to uncover Filch's lie?
Right, or find out why he can't tell the truth. Here we go. This one.
Objection!
Objecting! Temataro's staff would make a jingle jangle sound, you say? Well, I'm going to say that your story doesn't add up. Is there something the defense would like to share with the court? Mr. Filch, you say that you didn't see Tenmataro on the day of the incident. Why then did you assume just now that Tenmataro would be holding a staff? Huh? You see, the Tenmataro Jinxie saw held a staff in his hands. And she describes it sounds just like you did, as a kind of jangly sound. Yeah, so he's holding the staff. What's your point?
Objection!
No. The point is that Tenmataro doesn't use a staff, not normally. What are you talking about? You see, this is the only known document depicting Tenmataro. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch? You're right, there is no staff. Not even a cane or a walking stick. Eck. So the question is, why does the witness think Tenmataro uses a staff? I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level.
The most basic. Well, now, this is getting interesting. Casket.
Casket.
You okay?
A cemetery. All right, Mr. Justice. It's time to show the court where you're going with this. Please tell the court why Mr. Filch believes Tenmataro carries a staff. Filch is a scatterbrain, but
Filch is a scatterbrain.
saw
But that is
him.
not what we need to say here.
he's an idiot. Mr. Filch actually saw Temitaro right after the crime occurred. That's the only way he could possibly know about the staff. Busted again.
Bloody hell, you
Duplicious little.
I could read you moved.
I didn't push it.
Yeah.
It just went on. Yeah.
Duplicitous.
Duplicious.
Duplicitous.
Duplicious. Why did I say duplicious? That's not a word.
I don't know.
I'm losing my mind. How does that feel, Black Quill? Not so fun when you're on the receiving end of the blade, is it? So upset. Admit it, Mr. Filch. You did see Tenmataro that day, didn't you? Well? I'm begging you, please don't make me say it. But clearly you did see Tenmataro.
Then beg.
Then perish. Stop stalling and testify to that fact. No can't do, no way, no how. You ain't got no idea how terrifying he can be.
Ooh, here.
Yeah? Mr. Filch still won't admit to seeing Tenmataro, even though everyone knows he did. The question now is why?
Mr. Filch is scared to death.
Is that why he can't admit the truth?
Come to think of it. They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul. Jinxie wouldn't admit to seeing Tenmataro after hearing about the village superstitions. She said that if she told anyone what she had seen, that she'd seen Tenmataro, he'd claim her soul.
Wait, you think Filch believes that too?
100%. He's dumb.
So Mr. Big Time City Slicker Lawyer has heard about him? Them old village superstitions? Will the defense please explain what the witness is talking about? The people of Ninetails Vale believe some pretty strange things, and their superstitions may be the reason our witness here can't admit the truth. The truth that he really does see Tenmataro. Or did see Tenmataro. Darn straight, that's why! It's all right here. Do not gaze.
Nope.
Do not tell others. If you do see him, ignore the superstitions.
Ignoring the superstitions will cost your soul.
Oh. There is, however, one way to save it. From your immediate departure from the village, freeing him will bring ruin upon the village. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul? See, that's what us folks in Ninetails Vale can't talk about seeing Tenmataro. Tenmataro.
Old book with village superstitions.
Superstitions.
They're superstitious.
That clears up one mystery. Wanted to see. He's 50. There he is. 28.
Oh dear.
He's about our age.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
28. Is he as old as Phoenix then?
I like his drawing.
No, how old is Phoenix? 34.
He's 34.
Okay.
He's a bit older. I like his drawing though.
Yeah.
Better than his 3D.
His 3D's scary, but everyone's
Florence
3D's
LaBelle.
Trucy. Okay.
Okay. Killer
There's a
took
foot mystery.
The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Tenmataro costume. They knew that
There. That way.
They knew that way no one could talk about him. So it was as if he never existed. English is weird.
English is weird.
The defense holds that Tenmataro
that's.
impersonator is the true killer. That.
That.
Objection!
Objection. Superstitions, you say? What kind of fool would actually believe such rubbish?
This kind of fool.
And would that using some silly fairy tale could so easily expose the culprit? You'll need to come up with a more rational, common sense explanation than that.
Objection.
Objection.
Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Professor. Prosecutor Blackquill.
Objection!
Try living in my world of narrow cells, mortal danger, and dark, sleepless nights.
My legs are mostly scars.
There is no lack of superstitions in the clink, but few are those who truly believe in them.
Objection!
Well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people of Nine Veils'
Nine Veils' tale.
A life or death superstition might even make you a believer. Make even you a believer.
Snaps the chains.
That'd be sick, actually.
Grr. Oh,
I like how it looks like he got sliced.
yep.
That's good.
Heart attack.
This music's
judge.
great.
Yep.
Order, I say.
You fool of a tanuki. 2 times now your lies have cost me.
Sorry, I promise not to do it again.
His little skeevy look. Taka, my fine feathered friend, have at him. Kill him.
Yipes, he's gonna eat me alive. Head for the hills.
Runs.
Good. Ah, he took off.
Do, do, do.
Bailiff, what are you waiting for? After him with your fastest men.
That's certainly not something you see every day.
It'd be really funny if later they were like, so he died on the front steps, the bird got him.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it would seem a new and important fact has come to light. A third party disguised as the yokai Tenma Taro was at the scene. And now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact. Any objections, Prosecutor Bragwood? Goodness gracious.
No.
I wish I could skip this. Nah.
Nah. Oh. He snapped him. He snapped him. What?
Huh? His shackles.
Oh my gosh. He's just gonna run. Oh.
I'm too young to die.
Justice Dono, long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade?
This is terrifying.
He doesn't have his sword.
No.
You had best say your prayers.
Stupid face.
The judge just booked it. I have no idea what's happening.
A
but
lot.
I want them to animate this and not just...
And not just have this weird
Yeah.
standoff.
We don't...
Detective,
Oh, he's hiding
do
under the
something.
Stinking. Ha ha, have no fear. Fulbright is here. When the going gets tough, the champion of justice gets going.
Objection!
Objection, you're stupid. Then get going already before he kills us.
Oh, but I stand in awe of Simon Blackwell.
His name's Simon?
For in his sense of justice has set him free.
Objection. I objected to Detective Fulbright's definition of justice.
It's like, just go get him.
This is insane.
Blackwell's just like standing there like,
Silence!
oh. Silence.
That was cool. I like that.
I'm not in the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards.
Oh, well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, could I ask you to,
Put some shackles back on, please.
I think the judge forgot he's in charge here.
So, Justice Dono's assertion is this.
Assertion.
His assertion.
Assertion.
Tenma Taro was the real killer, not Mayor Tenma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
Right. And the yokai, or rather, whoever was impersonating him, killed Alderman Cuby.
Silence!
Wow. He's just silence. Care to explain why Jinxie, being the first to discover the murder, did not see your alleged killer yokai in the Fox chamber?
What?
Because it was running away when
Yeah,
she
it wasn't
came
in the...
We talked about
Oh,
this.
because she saw it and then went to call the police and then saw him running away.
Oh.
So, I guess that's a good point.
Yeah.
He's right. She said nothing about she said nothing about Tenma Taro being in the Fox chamber.
But wasn't the window also open?
It was, and there's a vent somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Let me enlighten you. That little scamp heard a dying scream right before she opened the chamber door.
Yeah, there's an air duct.
Yeah, there was an air duct.
He also could have been in the forbidden chamber. Well, I get,
Ooh.
but it was like so locked. And then there's a window.
Hmm.
He also could have just been hiding behind, the
Yep. Could have been
bunch
hiding
of crap
behind
in
a
there.
curtain. Who knows?
Well, like there's a thing over here. There's a divider
oh, yeah.
and a pillar. Like he could, she didn't walk into the room. Whatever.
Hmm.
And your point is,
Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewed murder victim, the alderman, and the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor.
no, there must have been someone dressed up as like Tenma.
Then, why does that little scamp claim not to have seen a yokai in the Fox chamber?
Considering her father is accused of murder, Surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the room. I don't understand. Why didn't she see Tenmataro inside the fox chamber?
There's but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your killer yokai at the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh.
The final battle draws nigh. Only one of us will leave here alive. Long has my blade thirsted for blood. At long last, it shall be sated.
Oh my gosh. Wait, this is still a trial, right?
Show me what you're truly capable of.
Show me what you got.
Justice Dono.
Ah!
Drop kicked by the Falcon.
Yeah. Falcon punch.
Falcon punch!
Very well then. Both parties, no doubt, need some time to regroup. So the court will take a 10-minute recess in order to...
3 minutes.
I'm sorry, but a 3-minute recess.
Just so, plenty of time if your destination of intent is the loo. What if he
The
has to
loo?
poo?
You mean the bathroom? What if I need a loo poo? A pooloo.
A pooloo.
A pooloo justice. Sheesh. At least include enough time to wash our hands.
A pooloo, Justice. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
See that you take no more than 3 minutes. All latecomers will be punished. Dang.
Yes, sir. I hereby
He's just
declare a
taking
3-minute
control of this
recess.
courtroom.
Dude, he's like holding him hostage with a bird.
Yep. I declare Prosecutor Blackwell the winner of this round of Simon Says.
Get it? Because his name is Simon.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't bode well for us if the prosecutor's running the show, does it? 3 minutes.
We're in trouble. 3 minutes.
3. April 18th, 10:40 a.m. District Courthouse.
Courts.
Defendant
Defended.
lobby.
Lobby
Number 3.
He busted out of his shackles.
Yeah, what was that all about? Guess they don't make shackles like they used to.
Better be careful, Apollo. You've really brought out the samurai in him. Especially after you proved there was a Tenmataro impersonator at the manor.
What's with that guy in the whole samurai act anyway? Oh, hello.
Let's see if I can still do his voice.
He's like meaner
Yeah.
British.
Such fine swordsmanship. That is no mere act. Mr. Justice, it's high time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel.
No, wait. Let's save the dueling until after we prove your innocence.
I suppose it could wait till later.
Does anyone remember we're conducting a trial here? Athena, I'm gonna go wash up. I gotta poop.
You gotta run. You got a minute. Remember what Blackwell said, Apollo. Don't be late. Is late.
Is late.
Is late.
He's pooping.
Where's Apollo, Justice?
He's dead.
He's dead.
The bird killed him.
Now then, I believe our next witness is Miss Jinxie Tenma, a maid of QB Manor. I believe we can proceed now, if the witness is ready, that is. Oh!
What does that say?
Nurarian?
Okay. Nurehan, leader of the 100 demons.
It's like an even name, I guess.
He really does exist. Wow, that's one well-polished tray.
The witness will show her face while in court, or her testimony will be inadmissible. What is this, my child? My child.
Gone! Nurehan, leader of the 100 demons. Okay.
Oh, you think I'm a yokai? Well, I was once known as a judicial monster of sorts.
Oh my gosh.
The beast of the bar, the demon of the due process, if you will.
My charm has no effect. The demon of due process? Not sure I can see that one. No, you little scamp. Yes? Pokes his eyeball
This is my
out.
eyeball.
I trust you know why you're here.
Bags. You have bags under your eyes.
You look like you've been crying.
Try the noodle stand and go enjoy a big bowl of Tanuki tail noodles while you're at
I
it.
want ramen.
We can have ramen after this.
Let's do ramen after this. That sounds
Okay.
like a great idea. Everyone's a comedian.
No, I mean your bags. The ones under your eyes.
I was right.
Yep.
You must have trouble sleeping.
She also has bags.
She does. Here, this charm will keep the
Azukarai?
Azukarai away. Karai?
Right? Azukarai.
Azukarai, the yokai that washes azuki beans.
So Azukiarai?
Azukarai.
Is
Azuki-
Azukiarai?
Azukarai? I don't know.
All right.
The only thing needing washing will be your father's neck before I take his head clean off.
Good hell. That's an awful thing to
Wow.
say to someone.
Azukarai often keeps people up at night with the noise he makes washing beans. But if you stick this charm on your forehead, you won't hear him anymore.
Is that so? Well, thank you.
He's like, oh, I'm talking to a child.
It's
I
like,
should probably
oh.
be a little nicer.
I guess I can be a little nicer. Maybe. Maybe kind of, sort of.
Looks like Prosecutor Blackwell got more than he bargained for.
They're bad enough alone, but together these two are just plain creepy. Your testimony, if you please, Miss Tenma. Specifically, whether or not, goodness, you saw Tenmataro when you discovered the crime scene. No,
Here she is.
I did not.
No,
No,
that's my witness.
that's my statement. Thank you. What Jinxie saw.
Did I see Tenmataro in the fox chamber? Well, when I opened the door, I saw. Yes, now I remember. Yokai, right there in that room.
She's
Oh,
not
dear.
going to be helping us.
No, not even a little.
So there was a yokai at the scene of the crime?
Lots and lots of them.
Wait, more than one yokai? Did Tenmataro happen to be among them? Oh, she's probably talking about the statues.
Could be the statues, could be the mask.
She might be just dumb.
She might just be stupid.
I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is the room was swimming in yokai. Kasha, Nurikabe,
Taisho?
Taisho.
I'm sorry if I murder these names.
Eek! They were all there.
Well, this isn't an expected service. I'm drunk now.
I
I've
had
gone
too
from-
much to drink in my 3-minute break.
No yokai to a flood of them.
This is ludicrous. You would have had this court listen to this delusional little scamp's testimony.
Athena's like, stop it.
Like, you're
Stop
being
throwing
mean.
Your Honor, I believe her memory is simply clouded by fear. But a quick therapy session should ease her mind. With the court's permission, of course.
What a fabulous idea. Please proceed, Miss Sykes. You sure you know what you're doing, Athena?
She's obviously not herself. The trauma of discovering that crime scene and fear of testifying have her dazed and confused. A regular ball of confusion. But my analytical psychology-based approach should be able to help.
Any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell? Shall we let Miss Sykes proceed?
It makes no difference to me. Do as you will, but I doubt we shall get any viable testimony. She'd be better served by bearing witness to the sword skills I forged in a different land. Distant land.
Different and distant.
Different distant land.
I'll show you. I'm gonna listen to your heart.
Let me just listen to your heart real quick.
Here we go. Time to listen to a heart.
Hooray! It's taking long enough. She's only scared.
I'm terrified.
Oh my gosh. This is all she has?
Yep.
This poor girl. Open the door.
They're much cuter in 2D.
Yeah, just in general, everyone
Yep.
is. Now I remember. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's you.
Oh, found something. Looks like an out of control emotion.
Athena, what exactly are we looking at here?
Can you see this?
Oh, I thought it was in my mind.
Oh, this? It's one of Widget's functions. Right here you can see images and emotions extracted from the witness's voice.
Whoa, you mean that little thing can do all this?
Pretty cool, huh?
And here I thought it was just some kid's toy.
Unfortunately, all I'm getting is this overflow error right now.
So all our powers were useless?
See how sad is brightly lit there at the bottom left? She's under an uncontrollable amount of distress, which is masking her other emotions.
She needs therapy.
It seems the sheer terror she experienced has made her a confused mess. That's you.
So, all those yokai she thinks she saw are a product of rampant emotions? I like the big square yokai.
Yeah, the square one's dead, which is the dead guy. She sees everybody as yokai. Yes, that's right. Her
My
fear has
gosh.
instilled something.
Sorry.
Something. In her hallucinations and false memories, she's seeing normal everyday objects as monsters in her mind. It's a form of schizophrenic hallucination brought on by emotional trauma, and the trauma in Jinxie's case is fear.
So, she was and still is seeing ordinary objects as yokai.
We'll have to find the root cause of her extreme fear before I can treat it. Now, let's see.
You're right.
Yep.
The Tanuki.
The Tanuki.
Okay, Tanuki.
There's someone hiding under the couch.
The teapots, that's probably the
Oh, that's the bandana.
the bandana. The teapots is their cups.
The teapots with the cups.
I think the little blue guy on top is just whatever weapons were on the wall. Because remember we looked at the weapons and it was
could be the weapons.
tooth puller or whatever. The cat on the ceiling's funny. Huh.
Angry cat.
Did you say
Apollo, can you point out the yokai on the Wheel of Fire? Wheel of Fire. Fire! She seems particularly terrified of that one. Start by pressing probe. LB. Next, point to what causes Jinxie's out-of-control emotion. Finally, hit probe again and try to get the heart of the matter. To the heart of the matter. Get to the heart of the matter.
Get to her heart.
Get to her heart!
With a knife. Okay, let's give it a try. Why are you making me do this? Aren't you the one who's supposed to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, Wheel of Fire cat.
Cat monster on the Wheel of Fire.
Got it!
Got it! So dramatic. Jinxie, what is the name for the yokai on the Wheel of Fire?
That's Akasha, a yokai that steals the bodies of the recently deceased. I bet it came to steal the aldermans.
It's almost creepy how well that fits the actual situation.
Exactly. It's a form of hallucination where the patient can see the things for what
Can't
they are.
see the
Can't
things.
see the things for what they are. There must be something at the scene of the crime that she's mistaking for Akasha. Apollo, you need to point out what she thought was a yokai on a Wheel of Fire.
I think I know the answer now. Jinxie, that wasn't Akasha you saw. Oh, it's the big fox head in the back, maybe?
Oh, yeah, it's the fox with the chandeliers.
This?
Yeah.
It's big.
Yes.
It's clearly a fox.
Yeah.
Nine
Okay.
tails, but okay. Okay. I just want to look at.
I mean, you could do chandelier, but the chandelier's.
I'm gonna go
legs
right in
by-
between.
Yeah, right
Take
there.
that!
The light fixture?
This one right here. It has a flame design and is up there on the ceiling. There was never a yokai on the Wheel of Fire. The Akasha you saw was just a light fixture. Okay, so we're helping her remember.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
This is so
This is
stupid.
insane.
That's one memory back to normal. Nice job. Now that you got the hang of it, it should be a cinch to point out the rest.
Jinxie, what about this white wall-like monster?
That's Nurikabe. It's a wall monster that blocks your way or leads you astray.
That's no yokai, Jinxie. It's a folding screen. And that's Raccoon Dog isn't a Tanuki monster. It's just a statue of one.
Or
Beating
it's
her
Mr.
up.
Tanuki Man.
And look, these are just coffee cups. And this right here, it's nothing more than a fox statue.
I don't know what I was thinking. She broke her plate.
Okay, she's relaxed a little.
Okay. You did it, Apollo. Her extreme fear is under control now. It was all just my eyes playing tricks on me. There weren't any yokai after all? See? A clear-cut statement. That's the power of my psychology and your intuition, Apollo. And just like we thought, there never really were any yokai in the Fox Chamber. ... Right. There never really were any yokai there.
We proved his point again.
So the defense is asserting the exact opposite of their original assertion? I don't know why I said
It's
assertion.
every time.
I don't know why.
Wait, Jinxie, what about Tenmataro?
There wasn't anyone there dressed up as Tenmataro or any other yokai either. I remember it clearly now.
You've
Gotta
be joking. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Order in the court. I think we just dug our own grave.
Yes, we did. Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Allow me to push you in. Okay.
It's the least I
It's
can do.
the least I could do.
Into our grave. Because he said he dug his own grave. So he's pushing us into the grave.
He's
Okay.
gonna push it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
no,
thought you
knew.
were confused.
No, I just was like, oh. Like,
Damn.
okay, just push him into the grave.
It's pretty dark.
Apollo, can I interrupt your freak out for just a minute? I'm still picking up some noise. It's an unexpected emotion.
Does that mean Jinxie hasn't remembered everything yet?
Exactly. We should be able to get something else out of her. I'll enter the new information we have and run an update.
This is insane.
Yeah, it is. It's like, la la la, we're gonna run an update on this girl's emotions. Okay.
I was so scared.
And surprise.
My legs gave out and I fell to the floor. I mean, that's surprise makes sense.
Yeah.
Saw them. Alderman dead at the table and Papa collapsed in the chair.
Yep.
Nothing else was there, and that includes Tenmataro. That thing's new.
What is that freaky thing?
It's like a tanuki, I think.
Got it!
This seems like an unnatural reaction. Really? Because I don't see. Oh, sorry. I think I accidentally did
Yeah.
something wrong.
Is anybody in there? Not if you can hear me. That
Okay.
someone's gonna try again. Okay.
Okay.
When I entered the room.
Okay. Gave out and I fell to the floor.
Alderman dead, Papa collapsed. Nobody else was there. Is surprise just like a...
I don't know. Maybe this one?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Got it!
Yeah, maybe it's just because I feel like the surprise is...
Ha!
Yeah, I'm confused.
I'm confused.
Because she is surprised and scared.
Yeah. I was scared when I entered
Is
the room.
it this one because she also is surprised and she said she
I
was
thought
scared?
I did this one.
Did
Yeah, I'm
you?
wrong.
Oh, I don't remember.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Whoopsies.
Okay.
My legs gave out and I fell to the floor.
I saw a shiver. Alderman dead. Maybe this one?
I thought we did that one first.
Did we?
Yeah, we did that one first.
I don't know.
Go to the other one. Oh, right 3 times. One more. That one. I feel like she would just be scared because her dad's passed out.
Oops. How do I do this again?
Got it!
Got it.
I'm not sure.
Nope.
No.
Ah, what do we do?
I don't know.
I'm so scared.
Let's see.
Wait, maybe it's this. Oops.
Maybe it's what?
Got it!
Which one was it?
There we go. I did it.
What?
It's because she was more surprised than afraid at one point.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
That's so
That's
particular.
really dumb.
It's like, okay, they both are flashing.
Yeah, they both make sense
Oh
that
my
you're
gosh.
scared.
It's like
and
that freaky game we played last night. That it's like, okay, this light is semi-flickering.
We played I'm on observation duty last night with some friends.
It.
It was great. I love that game.
That was
I played
scary.
we played a new one though that I hadn't played before. I think I've only played like 3 or something. There's like 7 now.
The gas station?
so
Was that a
many.
new one?
No, like the games themselves.
Oh.
There's like 6 maps on that one. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, that was scary.
You screamed a lot.
I did.
The amount of fear you felt is rather low despite your legs having given out from fright. See, that's a stupid... Okay.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Could something have lessened your fear?
Actually, I did experience a sudden burst of courage at that moment.
You did? Where did it come from? That seems normal. To be like, go into like
Shock?
emergency mode a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're just like, okay, I have to deal with this.
Oh, let me think. It was Mama? I suddenly felt it if she were there with me. Okay, I'll enter sudden burst of courage. Now let's see. Ah, look.
This is some advanced technology.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna help my dad.
I'm determined.
I'm determined. Apollo, the noise is all gone. Jinxie seems to have remembered everything.
Shouldn't they be using this like in all courtrooms if this is like such advanced technology?
You would think.
Goodness. Sudden burst of courage. Now where could that have come from? Jinxie, was there something that gave you a sudden burst of courage?
Yes, there was, but, I realized I had done something naughty when I thought about it later.
What does that mean?
Okay, any idea what could have given Jinxie that courage?
Well, there is one piece of evidence that comes to mind. Tweep says he hasn't heard of I'm on observation duty. It's really fun. It's basically like a spot the difference
Scary
in
Where's
real time.
Waldo.
Yeah. It's spot the difference in real time where like you look at all these, you're like looking at security cameras and like something will move
You
from
get
like
maybe
one
like
counter to
20
the other.
seconds to figure out everything normal, and
Yeah.
then you have to go through and survive like
And you
a
have
long
to,
time.
Yeah, you point out like anomalies. It's really fun.
it was scary.
It's hard. We're bad at it. We're awful.
very
We had like
bad.
7 people in the room and we were terrible.
It was very scary.
There is one
Random
piece.
like freaky looking chocolate.
The funniest thing was that you
Covered
you
men.
didn't freak out from the scare. Like there
Yeah.
are way scarier things in
Yeah.
that game.
It was
We didn't even see anything that freaky.
it was the weeping angel type effect that
I know.
scared me.
I know.
There was a statue in one of the rooms,
and it turned.
and moved toward the camera.
It was spooky.
Did not like that.
It was scary, but it wasn't. You screamed
Nope.
so loud.
It's the Doctor Who in me. Oh,
Doctor
That-
Who is in you.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, there is one piece of evidence that comes to mind.
Evidence.
Goodness. I didn't mean to do that, by the way. I wasn't doing that on purpose.
What?
Evidence.
Evidence.
That just came out. Wonder if she saw something like that in the crime. Jinxie, did your sudden burst of courage have anything to do with this? Oh,
The talisman?
no, I think it's, I was thinking this flower, because it's like Jinxie's mom's.
Oh, yeah, that's
But
a good
how
idea.
would we show that?
We could just show the flower 'cause she gave it to us.
I guess we try it. Jinxie, you didn't happen to see a 9-tails flower there at the scene, did you?
Demon lawyer strikes again. I can't hide anything from you. I found a small case with a picture of a 9-tails flower on it. I liked it so much I kept it.
That's illegal.
You tampered with the crime scene, little girl.
You what? You can't remove evidence from a crime scene? That's right, young lady. Removing evidence is a big no-no.
Bad.
Now, the
Smack
witness
your hand.
will produce said evidence for this instant.
Sorry.
It does seem to be some sort of case with a key in it. Oh, look, something's sliding out. It appears to be a key.
Might I have a look, your baldness?
He eats it.
Give me the shiny. This is none other than the master key to Kyubi Manor.
Are you certain of this, Prosecutor Blackquill?
It matches the serial number of the key that went missing after the murder.
A master key that went missing? Why don't I like the sound of that?
Our little scamp here has stumbled upon an article of unimaginable consequence.
That's a little melodramatic, don't you think?
Heed these words, for I shall say them but once.
Once.
The sole key of the Fox Chamber has been in this little scamp's constant possession. Okay.
Ergo, she was the sole person who could use it before, during, and after the murder.
Not before. Because she said she found it
Yeah,
during...
he's dumb.
He's stupid.
It's fine.
You're dumb.
Which leaves the master key as the only other key that could have opened the chamber. But this master key...
Oh, she's saying that she had the key to the manor. And then this was the master key.
Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Was found in a room that had been locked by this girl.
And your point is? So there's two
Until
keys.
Jinxie Tenma opened the fox chamber with her key, the room had been locked tight from the outside world. And there was no one else in there save the victim and his killer. And I trust you have figured out for yourself by now. A killer other than Mayor Tenma himself would be utterly inconceivable.
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 No. No. Nor.
All the crowd people talking. Here she goes again.
How could this happen?
Angry noises. The defense's assistant will refrain from growling her frustrations.
No.
Athena, are you all right?
I know Mayor Tenma's innocent, but there's nothing we can do. This sucks.
Sykes, Dono, allow me to put you out of your misery.
Can I decline your offer?
Abandon your client with your misplaced faith in him. Let the relief of a clear head and a clean conscience come rushing in. That will make the inevitable guilty verdict far easier to accept.
Great, now he's playing Simon Says with us. Well, he's
Not
not going to fool us with his stupid mind games.
Stupid.
Athena, don't fall for his tricks.
Now I'm the one who's dazed and confused. I can't even think straight.
Hey, are you all right? She fell right into his trap.
Now I suggest you make a mad dash from the courtroom and into the wild blue yonder. Only by running shall your mind be cleared and your conscience cleansed.
All right, I'll be back in 10.
Apollo's like, stop.
Stay with me, Athena. Don't let yourself be twisted by that samurai.
Apollo?
Mr. Justice, I heard the word objection, but what is it you object to? Huh? Oh, right. That objection was more of a reflex than anything else.
Stop talking to her!
Though I was hoping something would come to me while I was trying to stop Athena. The court is waiting, Mr. Justice, though as it stands now, I'll be forced to declare your client guilty and your legal skills suspect.
That's so fast.
If this is it. Now do you have anything that could overturn the prosecution's case? Well, actually, I do. I'm Apollo Justice, dang
Apollo
it.
Justice, you
I'm
guys.
fine.
Apollo, you do have something more than your cords of steel, don't you?
Not really, but we'll be fine.
But
I've got absolutely nothing, but that's never stopped me before.
I've got nothing
I
going
have to
for
explain
me.
how the real killer could have escaped the locked room, because it's all over if I don't.
Apollo, this calls for a new approach. Try to think outside the box.
Just realized I think we lost.
We lost the
We lost YouTube.
The YouTube. It is gone.
Why?
Eh.
It says it's live.
It's probably just freaking.
Maybe. I get worried. Okay.
It's
Sorry.
just tweaking.
Or in this case, inside the box. And what a doozy that locked room is, too. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have anything that can counter the prosecution's argument? You bet I do. Real killer must have escaped from the locked room one way or another.
Vague conjecture shall only earn you a taste of my blade, Justice Dodo.
Time to do or die, literally. The defense will now explain how it would be possible to escape the locked room.
You sure about this, Apollo? Can you really explain what happened?
I'm fine. We just need to think the whole escaping a locked room thing over from the beginning. So, let's see. If the killer had escaped, how could they have done so? Flying.
They launched themselves from the building. The choices are pretty limited.
Oh, there's the Tanuki.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
The room,
The room has a window,
That's you.
but
Sorry.
that's okay. It doesn't open wide enough for anyone to get through, and there's a sheer cliff outside. As for the air vent,
It's small.
It's up too high, and there's nothing you could stand on to reach it.
Oh, okay.
And needless to say, the Forbidden Chamber wouldn't open no matter what we did, so that's out.
Yeah, that's why we gotta keep the solution simple. Like they say, simple is best. What? I don't know what it is.
Okay.
We need to rule out all the absolutely impossible escape routes. Then whatever's left might just lead us to the Fox Chamber. How the Fox Chamber was compromised. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the killer escaped through here.
The front door?
See, this one's fully impossible. This one's fully impossible. I'm thinking air duct.
But they can't get up through the air duct, is what they said. It's too high to get up there without something.
They could have used something, though.
But what would they use?
Take that!
Whoops.
Should have saved.
I didn't mean to hit
Nope.
that. I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No.
Whoopsies.
Got penalty.
Penalty.
Damn it. I just hit the wrong button, I promise.
Finger twitch.
I was trying to hit the court record to look at something.
Well, we know it's not there. It's not the air duct.
Okay, I wanted to look at... Nothing helps me. Okay. Oh no, it's just you moving it. For a second I thought the dog was bugging us. I was like,
Nope,
what?
it's me.
I guess it's the front door. The hallway door? Why, yes, I suppose that would be the only way out.
Would appear you've already forgotten. The only available key until Jinxie Tenma came on scene was within that locked room. How would one exit the Fox Chamber, then lock it without a key,
Should have seen this coming.
Remember, Apollo, keep it simple. Just keep it simple, stupid.
Simple, right? I'm simple. I could understand if the killer had exited the room with the key, but... Well, Mr. Justice, prosecution has some fine Japanese steel waiting unless you explain yourself quickly. Holy hell, Judge.
Gosh.
You're just cool with this?
He's just like, yeah, this guy's gonna kill you if you don't give us something.
Better be good.
Wow.
I'm fine. I can explain myself. The reason the Fox Chamber hallway door was locked was because... I don't know. It's either this one or this one. It's not locked from the outside. Well, it could be. If they somehow got it back in there.
Threw it through the vent.
No, that wouldn't work. The vent's
No.
weird. Okay, what do you think? Share
Locked
your
it from
thoughts.
the inside, I think. I mean, it could have locked from its own, but
But then he wouldn't have been able to escape if it was locked from the inside.
it locked on its own then. I don't know. Save.
But it was inside the key thing. I guess.
Save.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do it's locked on its own and
Yeah.
pray.
And pray.
Maybe the door closed accidentally on its own? Ah,
The killer will never be identified if we attribute key moments to mere chance. That's what we've been doing the whole time.
yeah, this whole trial has
Perhaps
been
that
that.
spear just happened to fly off the wall and impale the alderman too.
Maybe it
Perhaps
did.
that sedative just happened to make its way into his coffee. Mere chance could explain any number of things.
Right, next idea then. Damn it. Okay. Perp locked it from the outside? Because you could have, like, hucked something in the window. Or, I don't know. What if the room was locked from the outside? In other words, the killer took the key through the hallway door, locked it. Ouch.
Consider this. The master key was found inside the tightly locked Fox chamber. Any assertion that the key was removed from that room is a blatant contradiction of fact. Exiting the room before locking the door would require taking the key outside, but the key was found inside the room, which does seem like a contradiction.
I can explain both. The freaking thing. Which is, he was in the vent. Because you can get in the vent outside of the room.
Oh, that's
And
true.
so you just hop into the vent, drop it from the ceiling.
That's true.
Like how could, how the key could be inside the room and be used to lock the door from the outside? Well, let's see if the defense can respond before the prosecutor Blackquill draws his sword.
Oh my gosh.
What is he throwing?
Paper stars.
Threw it in from the outside. I think this is right.
Yeah. Changed the lock.
Well, if someone threw it into the room from outside, something like go out in the hallway door, lock the room, and then toss the key back through the window, that would explain how the master key could be inside the locked room.
And where would you throw it from? There's a cliff outside the fox chamber window. Throwing the key in from there is an impossibility.
Oh, right. Come on!
I wonder if the key could have been tossed in from somewhere other than the window.
Yeah, Athena.
Yeah, the air vent.
Somewhere other than the window. Key could have been tossed in through somewhere other than the window. The air duct.
Take that!
Take that, wiener.
Take that.
The air vent. Yes. Yes! The window might be out of the question, but the air vent's not.
Oh, that's right. The fox chamber's air duct leads out into the hallway.
That's right. The real killer entered the air duct from the vent outside the fox chamber. Then dropped the key into the room through the vent inside the chamber.
Huh.
Yeah, loser.
That's preposterous. Oh, that explains how the key got in there after it was used to lock the door perfectly. Sorry.
Mr. Justice, I'm afraid I'm a bit confused. Don't worry. I'll explain it so even your honor can understand.
'Cause you're dumb.
Stupid. First, the real killer disguised as Tenmataro murdered the alderman in the fox chamber. Then they fled the room through the hallway door and locked it. Next, they entered the air duct from the vent outside in the hallway. Finally, the killer tossed the key into the room through the air vent in the ceiling there.
And is that how they ran into her?
Yeah. All that was left to do after that was go back through the duct and flee the manor. Well, Your Honor, could that be any clearer? Amazing. Even I could follow that. Why is he holding his hammer?
The judge seems really pleased.
That explains everything. The real killer was someone dressed up like Tenmataro. And there was someone else in that room other than the mayor and the alderman in that room.
Hey, it looks like that lawyer's beating the jailbird prosecutor.
Whoa, that was a total turnabout. Master Forehead seems so much more attractive now.
Poor Apollo.
I wish a man said that.
His Clavier's just sitting in there.
It's like, wow. Order, 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 I say. Not that I proved a possible third party. I don't see how our client could be guilty.
Silence.
Silence. He's so scary.
A valiant effort, Justice Dono, but your final thrust missed its mark.
Okay. Huh?
Both that little scamp and the tricksy Tanuki saw the yokai after it left the room. But then what? Did that irksome yokai simply go through the foyer and waltz right out the front door?
That's exactly what happened. The killer fled from the...
Ouch! Ow! But that is impossible without being spotted by the foyer's security camera, that is.
There's lots of space for him to move around, though.
Oh, yeah. The electric eye here would have captured any pesky little yokai trying to escape. However, there is no sign of Tenmataro anywhere in the security footage.
What?
He could have still jumped out the window.
No.
Save for the foyer entrance, there was no other way to flee the manor, is there?
I don't feel so good.
Wait, I believe there is one other way to escape besides the foyer entrance.
Killing it.
There is a large window in the foyer. It's possible to escape through there without being seen by the security camera.
Hey, you're right.
Silence.
Silence. Must I point out every crucial detail to the defense? It seems you lack not only brains, but investigative prowess to boot. That is the cliffside of the manor. But we saw a flying person.
Flying boy.
The only killer escaping that way would be a dead one.
None. Say like the French.
Yeah. None.
None. Because she's weird.
Yeah. Because
Wait,
she says random words. in
European
different
languages.
European languages.
So the killer didn't escape out the foyer window?
What the heck, right?
Huh. I suppose your next proposal is the killer sprouted wings and flew off into the sunset.
Actually,
Precisely that, yes.
that would mean the killer really was a yokai.
If only we had some sort of evidence that could point to a flying killer.
Oh, if only. Who's saying we don't? As completely far-fetched as it might be.
What? You're saying you can prove the killer could fly?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Whoa! I thought I was the one with cords of steel. Oh, I can't wait to hear this. Your Honor? What evidence do you have that the killer flew away? Boop, 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 boop. Take that, old man. Take a look at this special edition paper.
Take a look at this graph.
Take a look at this graph. Tenmataro, real or flight of fancy. What does this article prove, Mr. Justice? Photo of the article was taken shortly after the murder. Maybe the yokai in that photo is the killer shortly after they fled out the window? Mr. Justice, you're not seriously suggesting...
Yes, I am.
Oh, I'm serious. I mean, it adds up. Killer disguised as Tenmataro flew away.
Fled away.
By some way or another.
Silence.
Stop telling me that. It's rude.
Silence.
Silence.
It is your brain that has flown the coop.
Poop.
Coop, poop.
Poop, poop.
That image is not but trick photography or some other form of artifice.
You can't prove that. Okay, then how about Tenmataro figure Mr. Filch saw? It's just vanished into thin air.
Stab, stab, stab.
This is my retina.
No, there is a rational common sense explanation for that. That infernal yokai our tricksy Tanuki witness never reached the entrance. He, or should I say she, turned back before the camera's electric eye.
She? I don't like there's
He
where
thinks
this
it's
is
what's her
going one
face.
bit. Yeah, Jinxie.
Now the fact that we know the yokai had come from the fox chamber means that it was likely either Mayor Damien Tenma or his daughter Jinxie Tenma. However, we know that Mayor Tenma was already unconscious at that time.
Gulp. Not good at all.
Do you understand the gravity of the situation now, Justice Dono? Because a little girl could totally stab that big man.
Totally. Well, she might have been working with her dad,
Yeah,
is
that's
what they're
true.
implying.
The falsified yokai remnants and appearance of Tenmataro were the work of one individual,
Your mother.
and that individual is none other than Jinxie Tenma.
Bum, 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 bum,
bum,
bum.
bum.
Maybe his character design is supposed to look like he's crying because he's a sad baby.
Maybe.
Might be.
I could see it.
Yeah. I don't know. They've made me like him more. They do this with every prosecutor, though, where you're like, oh, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I like him a little
Except
bit.
for the intro dude. He just sucks.
Yeah, he just overall sucks.
He just is the worst.
They're just good at writing people. No.
Argnor!
Arnor. Clear.
Clear!
Athena. Jinxie.
Jinxie!
Order. The defense will stop competing for the greatest freakout ever.
The little scamp was no doubt simply trying to protect her father. And it's no wonder that her superstitious mind conjured up this mad masquerade.
Prosecutor Blackwell's assertion makes perfect sense to me. It's far more convincing than saying the killer escaped by flying out of the window.
Did you truly believe this could end any other way?
Did we fall right into his trap?
What do we do now, Apollo?
Our case no longer stands without a real yokai. If only we had one.
Bailiff sees her. It's time I interrogated her as a samurai of your wood.
Here comes Apollo. Or Phoenix.
Phoenix!
No, her father.
Papa! Mayor Tenma. Oh, he's gonna admit it because he doesn't want his daughter to get in trouble.
Yep.
This farce is over. How does it feel seeing your own daughter accused to cover up most foul?
Foul. Like a bird. Get
Yep.
it? Get it?
Tenmataro's true identity is... Now, Mr. Mayor, it would be futile at this point to claim you were the yokai. After all, you had been knocked out cold by a blow to the skull.
Slipping into a yokai costume and roaming about the manor would be all but impossible. Consider this well. As it stands, your daughter will be arrested for obstruction of justice. But if you confess, the prosecution would be willing to overlook her little yokai farce.
Confess? The defendant intends to confess? Wait!
Apollo! Prosecutor Blackwell's up to his mind games again.
Mayor Tenma, no! Don't fall for his twisted words. If you're sent away for murder, Jinx will be left all alone.
The real killer is...
Mayor Tenma's gonna confess unless we do something!
But I can't prove how the real killer could have flown away. Ka-ka-ka!
Ka-ka-ka-ka. Look upon me in despair, for ripe is the time for my return.
Uh-oh. I should watch What I Wish
He's a
For.
drama boy.
Well, he's doing the, play or
Yeah,
whatever.
Little theater kid.
Oh. Ka-ka, foolish mortals. I am Tenmataro, the yokai you seek.
Okay.
Mayor Tenma?
Silence! I am Tenmataro, freed from the bond binding me to the forbidden chamber. Behold the return of the Demon King.
What the?
Demon King. What is happening?
Well then, I think it's time for me to take a vacation.
Bye!
This is dumb.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a
It's like,
circus.
I'm Tenmataro, and you're like, okay.
Okay. The witness will, he will explain himself. Are you saying you're Tenmataro? The yokai we've been chasing this whole time?
Indeed. It is I, Tenmataro, the one whom you seek, come to reveal the truth. This child is Tenmataro, you say? Ha, what nonsense!
So, Mayor Tenma, is he yokai now?
Kaka, his body is now mine.
So you're saying that Mayor Tenma is being possessed by you. And that the yokai Jinxie Tenma and Phineas Filch saw, and the one captured in the newspaper photo, those were all you?
The accursed power of these warding charms prevent me from revealing my true form.
Okay.
This is embarrassing
Yeah,
for
it
all of
is.
us.
Your baldness. Can this not be interrupted as an admission of guilt?
Interpreted.
Interpreted as an admission of guilt. Thank you.
Well, a confession by a yokai would be quite unprecedented.
Be that as it may, the defense case has been overturned.
Huh? What?
You claimed the yokai that little Scamp saw was some third party, the true killer, and one who escaped from the locked fox chamber, but it was the accused all along.
Erg.
Ironic, is it not? Your yokai turned out to be real in the manner of speaking, for the alderman's killer is none other than Mayor Tenma. And the yokai at the scene? That too was Mayor Tenma, or should I say, our dear Tenmataro. The pieces have fallen into place.
How so, Prosecutor Blackwell?
It seems I must spell it all out for you. Mayor Tenma killed the alderman in the fox chamber, which was locked at the time. He then removed the warding charm from the forbidden chamber's door, but then fell unconscious from the blow the alderman had delivered to his head. That's when his daughter Jinxie Tenma stumbled on the scene of the crime. Okay. The little scamp fled in terror, whereupon the spirit of Tenmataro,
MJ.
freed at last from the charm's warding effect, took possession of the mayor.
So he's just like, yeah, it's demons.
It's demons now. The newly freed Tenmataro then fled from the fox chamber.
Whee!
Whee!
So you see, the yokai Jinxie Tenma saw was her father possessed by Tenmataro.
Objection!
That's stupid.
Yeah, it is.
But when we arrived on the scene, the mayor was found unconscious. How's it possible if he was supposed to have flown out the foyer window?
Then what? Do you mean to say the maid of the Kyubi Manor, Jinxie Tenma, was Tenmataro? No, it's a different person, you idiot.
This is dumb.
Kaka, that too is easily explained. Flew about for a time, but presently tired, I made for the forbidden chamber. Alas, exhaustion took me unawares in the fox chamber, and I knew no more. It would seem the pieces are still in place.
Is Blackwell up to his tricks again? I don't know what to say.
I don't either.
I'm scared. The defendant,
No.
a real live.
So that rumor about Mayor Tenma is true. I knew yokai were real.
Oh. You mean he really could kill the alderman just to release Temotaro?
Oh boy.
Order.
Now he's got everyone in the courtroom believing in yokai.
It's Simon Says on steroids.
He wants to convict our client.
He wants to convict our client any way he can,
you.
even if it means blaming a yokai.
Thank you. It's you.
It me.
The proverbial ducks are all in a row. You should now have no qualms about finding the accused guilty, your baldness.
Excuse me. This is one of the most bizarre cases in my entire career. Otherworldly, in fact. Can yokai even be prosecuted under our legal system?
No.
What are we even talking about? Mayor Tenma is just pretending to be Tenmataro to protect his daughter. Plus, I already proved how a third party could have escaped from the locked room. A verdict at this point would be premature.
Premature.
Since both sides have raised valid points, I have no choice but to...
This is the dark age of law where defense attorneys are not to be trusted. This is but a ploy to gain time for them to fabricate evidence. How will I sleep tonight in my jail cell? Knowing you will not let the sun rise on the mayor's day of reckoning. Justice Dono.
Objection. I won't fabricate any evidence.
Silence.
You're
Then
stinky.
prove it by joining me.
What?
Okay. Oh.
This is quite the
Oh.
invitation.
The clink will ensure you do not succumb to temptation. Okay.
How about I just promise not to succumb to anything?
It's like, my rock star boyfriend would not appreciate this.
You're way older than me, dog.
You're too old for me. We have both evidence and a confession. The killer is this yokai before us. It is beyond dispute.
Dispute.
Disputy.
It's beyond this booty. Ah!
Oh.
What's wrong with him?
Prosecutor Blackquill, we've had enough of your hijinks.
Just electrocute him?
Yes. The foundation of justice is fair play, and you are in serious violation of that. I made him a little British. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
What the devil was that? Fulbright, have you tampered with my shackles in some manner? Ha ha ha! It seems you found that quite shocking. It's my special dolt of justice device. Each press is a shocking reminder to behave. You shall pay for this. I summon Blackquill Voucher. Your Honor. You need not fear now. I believe Prosecutor Blackquill will remain at his best behavior. Why did he leave?
A bit late with the reassurances, aren't we, Detective? Well, in that case,
Back to business, I guess.
this concludes today's deliberations. Prosecution and defense will use this opportunity to further investigations. This court is adjourned. I wanted to go to jail.
Well, we have to talk to Libelle or whatever.
Libelle.
A casket.
A casket. Save your core in progress? Yes. All right. That was a good session. Much happened.
A lot, and not a lot of it made sense.
Nope. It was insane. And
All chaos.
now we know. Goodness
here we go.
gracious. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's fun.
uh,
Return to games menu.
yeah, it was great. It was greatly enjoyable. I'm genuinely like, what is even...
Yeah, I still am at a loss a little bit. A lot happened, and
That's fine. Next week is investigation
yep,
time.
more investigating. We'll probably end up talking to LaBelle and probably Raccoon Man again.
Probably.
And
I'm-
Jinxie, definitely.
Yeah.
We
Definitely
might even
LaBelle.
go talk to what's his face in his jail cell.
I think we should.
We definitely will be jail cell man.
Oh,
Spoilers.
interesting.
I think.
No one can see that.
No one can see that. Okay, good.
We're pretty sure Blackquill shows up later.
Oh yeah.
Not just this. He's not just in
Everything's
this episode.
always connected, right? We learned that from that first round.
It's true.
Just
This whole
Apollo Justice.
this
It was
whole
all
game.
connected.
The writing is so fun though. I'm like,
It is fun.
Uh,
I'm enjoying it.
it doesn't fall off. Like, I'm enjoying this as much as any of the other games. It's
Yeah.
great. Anyway,
It's been fun.